It's happening!
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Wait, Aurora, I have a surprise for you.
Alive?
Yes.
Yes,
Oh.
with his pumpkins. Hey, girl.
I missed the
hey.
countdown.
Oh, we literally just hit it. Oh my god, did you just rate with two
Hey,
people?
You got two.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I have two. But we're
Wow,
here now.
Drew. Let's go.
Getting big. Look at that.
You know,
Personal
when
streamer
you
here.
grow, baby. I'm here.
It's true.
Spread
It's
the
true.
love.
2 from off stream. Let's go.
Well, I'm gonna pause this music. It's been a hot second, but we're back with the main story, so that's exciting. It's been like literally a month, I'm pretty sure. Over a month.
Over a month.
So that's
Yeah,
fun.
oh my God.
I'm sure we're probably all gonna be out of practice, so don't judge us too hard.
Yeah, what does my character do again?
Yeah.
I don't even
Who is
know who
what's
I
happening
am right now.
Don't worry, I never knew who I was playing, so
that
I'm
much
alright.
is pretty
That's
obvious.
I think you were playing dead.
Oh shit. Well,
I have a very convincing performance every
Yeah.
single time.
there you
Every
go.
single time.
Actor extraordinaire Cain.
Yes.
Well,
Warsar was a stage name.
right. Yes. Yeah. Well. Welcome back to session 20 of Princess Apocalypse with the Ditherers of Dismay. Last time, if I can get this right, because I don't write them ahead of time, I just remember, you guys traveled 3 days, just over 3 days, through a forest, which you happen to roll an encounter for every single day and night. So that was fun. And you guys were able to get to kind of know 2 of the 6 elves that were left after you murdered them, and their boss, which you joined. And I'm sure you guys are just best friends now, as my cat smacks the door because it was closed. As you guys finally arrived at at least a base of operations. The base, not 100% certain, but the Sacred Stone Monastery, kind of built in this like a natural amphitheater that's kind of hidden through like in the thick of the forest and trees and everything, where you guys saw this massive monastery filled with heavily armored elven knights, as well as other druids, possibly. You got to witness a moment between Larocque and somebody else that seems to be of equal authority, have a tense conversation before you guys were beckoned by one of the monks that were there, that Hone was ready to see you, and I'm going to slightly fix something because I should have done it last time and I forgot. They would not be saying Helen Ray. They would call her by her title, the Abbess of Stone. So that is, you would know her name, Abbess. Abbess? Whatever.
Abbess.
However you pronounce it.
Right, yes,
Oh my
yes.
What is her title?
The Abbess of Stone. It is also the title of today's episode. So you can look on Twitch to get.
We're
how to
naming
spell it.
these episodes?
I have been naming
What?
these
He's
episodes
been
from
naming
the
them
beginning.
since day one.
Thank you.
I know. I'm just.
I only put like 5 minutes of thought into them. Gosh.
It's been like 2 years since our last episode. So.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. So with that, we come into our current session. You guys are again in this kind of old but well kept stone monastery building. You kind of entered in this like entrance as kind of this large square room that had doors that broke off to the right and left, and then windows that lead into like a courtyard or some kind of room that like has the outside like sun, light, whatever. And from the left, right. What's the word? My rights and left. I know them. From the right door came the monk that has beckoned you guys. That the Abbess of Stone is ready to see you, and you guys followed suit, kind of turning into through this like kind of wooden like reinforced door that like down a hallway. You see a couple doors to the right, and then it kind of turns to the left, curving around there. There's another door. It kind of opens up to like a like square that branches off into like a bunch of other hallways and doors. And this is just one side. You can see it's a fairly large place. And you guys are kind of taken immediately around to a door, and it is pushed open. And you immediately see what looks like kind of like a dojo in a way. It has weapons on the walls hanging, as well as like training dummies and like a large like square dirt gravel pit in the middle. As you guys walk in kind of single file, you notice that there are 4 more of those monks in that kind of dark green wrappings and cloaks that kind of are silently just like perfect posture. They almost look like statues along the walls, kind of watching. And standing in the middle is this long-awaited supposed Helen Ray. You see a very tall, her back is very straight, a very built woman, a half-orc who is bald and kind of this grayish-green color with kind of the jagged pointed ears and the small tusks. And you can see that around her head and her eyes are wrappings covering her eyes. You can see that she, in similar style of the monks here, kind of wearing that, but obviously like a higher ranking, having kind of golden clasps, kind of like a half cloak, and different like more fancier designs to some of her tunic and robes. And you guys are all kind of lined up close by the wall, staring at this woman who just looks like in your direction, like not really looking at you guys, as her eyes are currently covered by a wrap or like some kind of blindfold. And she just looks at all, like kind of waits until you guys all settle and stand there in a line, and you hear Larock, you see him kind of bow slightly, and he goes, "Abbess of Stone, I have returned with new recruits." And she just goes, "I can see that." And she kind of like looks across all of you guys. And after like a moment of awkward silence and tension, she just goes, "Speak your name," and looks whatever order you guys are in. We'll just start from the order I see. So Joel, she'll look at you, and we'll go down the kind of line here.
My handy mate. I am Jeholio.
To like look towards Cain.
Cain War Sorrow, and I will do a small bow.
All right. Going to Zephyr.
I'm Zephyr, and I kind of like quickly bow, kind of like nervous, kind of feeling intimidated and looking down, not making eye contact.
Yeah. Amdrus looks in your direction.
I will do like the biggest bow, just like, madam,
Love that.
like just arm out. Yeah, I'm just.
Okay, I was gonna say you don't say your name. Okay.
Doesn't
No,
say
just
name at all.
I'm just pleasure to meet you.
Last but not least.
Yes. And then just say, "I'll tell you," and then I'll just not bow my head.
She kind of just looks at all of you.
Give like a questionable like look at Amdrus, like that's my thing. Hello, don't steal my thing. I'm extra. Like, no worries.
I'm extra. Thank you. Yeah. So as you guys kind of introduce yourselves, Larock goes, "We have traveled from Shadeborough. We met them on the way. They were able to defeat some of my forces, and since then they have been." He kind of like looks towards you guys. He's kind of in line with you. He looks back at her and goes, "Valuable in a fight. They have wished to join." And Helen Ray just kind of looks again, not looking, but like her head turns and just surveys you all, and then takes like another like awkwardly tension moment, and she just goes, "If you are to be recruits, then understand that any, and I mean any, questionable behavior, questions of authority, or if I have any reason that I think you would betray us, you will not be leaving this place alive. Do I make myself clear?"
I'll make eye contact with Amdrus.
All
I'm
right.
just gonna like, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
I think I would glance over at Zephyr.
Being a little nervous, I think that she'd kind of just like nod, but subtly and kind of quiet.
Yes, understood then.
Fire, do you want to say something? You look like you want to say
I'm just
something.
being snarky more than anything. It's fine.
Yeah.
Do we want
Roll
that?
for death.
Roll
Is this
for
a moment?
roll for snark.
Yeah.
Is this a time that I should be snarky? Is this a moment?
You decide
No.
that. You
That's
decide
up to you. That's up to you.
that.
Let the dice decide.
I did
And
forget to do a
I am just.
I
I should roll for that, shouldn't I?
Ooh, Helen Ray's not that hot.
I want to eventually speak up.
fuck, it's good.
Wow, rude.
Mhm,
She's
yeah,
a half orc. She's a built woman.
she's very muscular and very built. Yes, and she's like 6 foot, like 4, 6 foot
Mommy?
5.
I rolled the
Yeah,
Mommy?
exactly.
Sorry.
Like,
Sorry.
hello, Lady Dimitrescu. Hello.
Oh, she's short to me then.
Are you more than 6 feet 5?
I thought maybe I'm not.
I don't know,
She stands on
maybe.
her tail,
I'm
yeah.
about the same height.
Probably.
At
Okay.
least.
I thought I was 6.
Maybe your horns
I
give you a
don't
little
know.
more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yes, what did you want to speak up there, Penguin?
Okay. So I don't know if Amdrus is saying something, but
I
if he
hold my
does,
12, I hold my composure. I'm just like, I'm like biting my tongue. I'm like,
okay. I speak up and I want to say, I was told you can tell me more about myself. I come from a druidic background and I was told that you know more about that. I want to know more. And I'm stuttering as I'm saying this, but trying to build up confidence.
She looks at you and she just goes, "I do not personally know you, no. But if you're looking to find out more of your connection to the earth, then perhaps you are in the right way, right place." Sorry. She looks at you and she goes,
I
Nope.
Sorry, go ahead.
"No? What were you
Oh.
gonna say?"
I forget. Hold on. I followed Larock here, and he told me that you do know something. Or you can guide me in the right direction.
She just kind of, you can see that you wouldn't really be able to see because it would be more in the eyes. Her face like kind of moves a little bit, and she just goes, "Follow the path you have chosen, and perhaps this will lead to some clarity. We can teach clarity of mind here if you wish." And she looks towards Larock unless someone else says something. It's kind of that moment where she waits to see if any of you guys say anything. She turns to Larock And she goes, and you can vouch for them. There's a moment where he like flickers towards your group. Kind of goes
A lingering.
a little.
I am
eye
just
on
like
Cain.
I'm just like head to the side, like don't say nothing, don't say.
He just goes, they are very well in combat. And a few of them think that maybe they can help diffuse this war and wanted to help. They feel that I feel that they are a great asset to the Black Earth Brigade and show a lot of promise. And like when he says that, Zephyr, you catch that he kind of looks towards you. When he like his eyes like flicker towards that when he says a lot of promise. And she just does another like up and down take to everybody.
When Larock looks over to me, I want to just chime in really fast and is like, I will help, but in return, you must tell me about my druidic abilities.
As you say that, she brings up her hand to stop you. And she says, I am your superior officer. I do not have to do anything for someone like you. Prove to me that you will be of use and that you are valuable. And then, perhaps, we can help you.
Why did you want us recruited?
And
then?
she just puts up her hand again. She goes, that is enough. You are all dismissed. And she turns to one of the monks and she says, show them to their quarters. And Larock, come with me to my office. And with that, the one monk, like, again, they didn't move. Like, you can almost not even tell they're breathing. And then the one monk just moves and, like, goes and opens the door and, like, ushers you out.
On the way out, I want to shout, we're not done talking about this.
She doesn't even, like, acknowledge that as you get kind of sent out.
That's fine, as long as she can hear me.
You see, as you guys are kind of brought out, the monk closes the door behind, would leave the door open as there are others leaving, and the monk will lead you kind of back down through that hallway. And I would say the last few that would come out, you might see Helen Ray and Larock kind of walking out and like heading where you guys kind of walked out the door and then went right and back down the hallway you came through. They went straight, kind of down another hallway, but you guys don't really see where they go beyond that. And you guys are kind of just led back same way you came into the entrance. You can see that the other you were told that his name was Zeneros. This other elf that seemed to have tension with Larock isn't there anymore, along with Valen and Advaris are no longer there. And you guys are just brought across the entrance to the other door that was on the left. You're brought down another hallway that kind of goes for, I think, 60 odd feet or so until it turns to the right. And as you turn right, there's a door, and you're brought into a kind of a large, long room, like 20 to like by like 40 feet long. And there's like a fireplace at the one end, but the walls are lined with beds. They're not like fancy plush beds, but they're beds nonetheless. And you can see that Valen and Advaris are there. And along with like multiple other like members, I guess you would say, soldiers, whatever. You can see there's a range of like elven, like full-blooded elven to half elven to some orcs, to some half orcs. And you guys are brought in, and the monk just says, "Pick a bed. You'll be living here. This is where you'll be sleeping. You can wait here until you get more information." And he just turns around and closes the door and walks out. And like everyone is looking at you guys as you just awkwardly stand in a group at the door, like everyone that was there is just looking at you, and yeah.
How many people are in the room with us right now?
You see that there would be 6 in total.
Just besides us.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see that there's probably about like 15, 20 beds in this room. Kind of. Yeah.
What's the nearest open bed?
There would be kind of one just like right off to your side, like right at the door.
All right, I want to sit down and be like, yeah, well, if it wasn't for the fact that we had a sudden but inevitable betrayal by 2 of our teammates, we would have whooped the floor with your fucking part. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. It's not for here. It's not for here. We're here to make friends. Hi, welcome everybody.
While Amdrus
You're
is saying
new.
that,
Mhm.
I want to also go over to a bed, and I sit down kind of just like quickly and just kind of like rubbing my forehead and like deep in thought but frustrated.
Okay. Like everyone that kind of like watches you guys as you slowly take beds. You can probably find beds if you want to be like sleeping next to each other, or if you want to be spread out, you're more than welcome to. I'll let you guys choose.
I just found a bed. I didn't make any eye contact because I was just
Yeah.
frustrated.
Is there a bed that's close to Velen that's empty?
Sure.
I just want to stay up and talk to him, you know. Him and I, we're like this.
Oh no.
Mhm. Yeah, if you guys want to go and take beds, eventually everyone kind of goes back to what they're doing, but you can see everyone is like clearly
Is the
paying
bed
attention.
next to me occupied?
Would you rather it be occupied, or would you rather a friend be?
I would
next to you?
rather a friend be there, but I'm willing to roleplay that out.
Oh, it's up to you guys.
If
I
it
was
is.
gonna take whichever was the nearest one to
Yeah, sure.
Amdrus. So
Yeah, and you guys kind of all find your beds, and you can tell that everyone in there is like back to what they were doing, whether they were talking, whether they were like playing some kind of card game by themselves, whatever, passing the time. But they're all very aware of you guys. And as Cain, as you kind of walk over and like sit on like a bed next to Valen, he just kind of goes, Hello.
Greetings.
You survived your first meeting of the Abbess of Stone.
Was there any doubt?
Yes.
All right, you know, Velen, fair. Very fair. You know, I
Sure.
feel like we got off on possibly the wrong foot.
possibly.
All right. Sure, we'll go with that.
That's all I want to say
Okay.
to you.
All right. How did you like the Abbess?
She has an intimidating presence about her. But as long as her actions are what's the word that I'm thinking of? Righteous, and you know, she doesn't have nefarious goings-ons, I'm sure that we can find some common ground.
He like looks at you and goes, "Why would she have nefarious going on? She like
I
runs
have,
this place."
yeah, well, yes, but you know, she wants to end the war, but how is she planning on doing that?
By fighting and taking them out?
But to what ends, villain? What ends?
You know, if you want to go ask her, you're more than welcome to. I would,
She just seems a little bit busy right now.
yeah, that's pretty much always.
All right, very well. I will wait for my time to strike up a conversation with her.
Good luck is all I'm saying.
DM,
That lovely pause.
DM, during all of this with Cain, I would like to have cut like a small section of rope off and make like a survivor bracelet
Okay.
and just like approach the nearest NPC.
Sure. You can see that there seems to be like a half orc man that kind of is sitting there like playing some kind of like the fantasy equivalent to like solitaire by himself.
Okay.
Oh, solitaire.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the
Whatever
equivalent of
Fantasyland equivalent with that would be. If it's solitaire, it's solitaire. And yeah, he's just like sitting like cross-legged on like this bed, playing this, and like, looks up at you.
I'll and be like, brother, what are you doing here? See a fellow orc made it in. Wonderful.
Yep.
Not too many of us around these parts. If you catch my drift.
Sure. There's quite a bit in the monastery, but if you mean the Blooming Vales, sure.
Yeah, I mean, right. Anyways, you seemed like an upstanding citizen, and I'm new here, so I wanted to extend a small olive branch to you. And I hand over like the small corded bracelet of rope. But it's a survivor's bracelet. Good for if you need a short length of rope for anything. You know, you wear it around the wrist.
You know, just make a charisma check. That's fun.
I'll have you know that I worked at a summer camp, and friendship bracelets were literally the only way to make friends. So he's doing everything right.
Just like the early 2000s when we all had those stupid rubber bracelets on for
Oh
no
my God.
reason.
Yes.
But you know, yeah, charisma.
Yeah, just a straight. Charisma.
Ooh, that is a fat 13 plus 3, 16.
16.
So maybe.
Yeah, you kind of
There's a chance.
you kind of give this to him, and he'll just like look at you and then look at that. He just like takes it and goes, "Thanks, man.
Anytime, friend.
Welcome to whatever this is, I guess."
What is this exactly? Just out of curiosity, because I'm here like supporting my friends through like an employment process. You know how sometimes you bring a friend along to a job interview so you don't get so nervous. and anyways, we ended up getting hired as well. So I mean, it's not why we're here, but it's why we're here. You understand?
You do realize
Like,
you're joining a war, yes?
Well, I mean, we all have a war within ourselves. If you're
But
speaking,
this
if you're
is
speaking like spiritually or metaphorically.
He just like turns to like an elf that's next to him and he goes, "This guy is not gonna last long."
I just want to, when he's just talking and I'm overhearing it after him doing this, I kind of just like what? That.
See, friend, what you don't understand is there are two wolves inside of you.
Just quietly watching.
Oh, God, no.
What?
Yeah.
Can I get a name? Half orc NPC, because I want him to be I want him to be a best friend of mine. Not my best friend, but a best friend.
Did you say you wanted a name? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Okay, because you kind of cut out. God, now I have to think of a name.
Travis.
No pressure.
His name is Travis.
Travis.
Paired with Nay.
We'll call him.
Where's
just
your
kind of
orc
looks and
name
goes.
generator?
He just like looks at you. Goes, "You can call me Coma."
Coma. Well, Coma, Amdrus, pleasure to meet you.
Yes.
I hope to be working with you soon, friend. I feel like we're gonna be sent on a lot of discreet missions throughout the Empire, just sort of dismantling the patriarchy from within. Do you understand?
I feel like you don't quite know what happens here. All right, Amdrus, was it?
Yeah, Amdrus.
Thank you for the friendship bracelet.
Survival friendship bracelet.
Right.
Yeah, the friendship that is going to survive between you and
Honestly,
Amber.
it's the bonds of friendship between us that will bring us through to the end. With the power of friendship, we will defeat the enemy.
You're saying that you can just see, like, Valen in, like, the corner, just kind of like, fuck.
There's a lot of face palming.
Yeah, there's a lot.
From
And,
the
like,
group.
everyone is, like, just staring at you, like, who is this idiot and why is he here?
Before I leave, I
gonna-
just want to. Before I leave Coma, I'm just gonna stick out my fist like,
No.
bump it.
No, I knew it. I knew
bump it.
Like really begrudgingly,
felt
but
it
you,
in
I'm
my soul.
assuming
It's
you
a
wait.
sailor thing.
Right, and I'm assuming you wait as long as it needs to be, and he'll
Just
eventually be
super
like,
awkward.
okay, because he notices you don't just leave, and he'll just like awkwardly fist
I
bump
just-
you.
Yeah, I just keep like.
And
Till
just
it
goes
happens.
back to a solitaire.
I walk over. I walk over to Ate and be like, I think that went well. Yeah.
I'm gonna lean to
That
Valen
was a
and
a
say
display.
that could have been us. That could have been us. What? I respect you too much.
He kind of goes, I feel like that has been us, like, twice in a row at night. Like, every night it's been that awkwardness with you.
Listen,
Just put it
you're
right
just
out there.
playing.
What?
No,
This-
I'll tell you.
I'll make more friendship bracelets for the rest of Team
Oh
A.
my god.
Oh, God. All right, well, you spend your time doing that. What is everyone else doing?
Quick question:
Yeah.
Are we allowed to leave this place, like this room, or like I guess go outside of the monastery, or are we trapped in here for? the night?
You don't currently know. You were just told to sit and wait for orders. Your next orders.
Okay. Never mind then.
All right. So do you guys just kind of sit down, awkwardly finding your beds, and just wait it out?
Oh, there's nothing awkward about it, but yeah.
Right.
I hand out Taim his bracelet.
Well, I don't.
But
It
this-
feels a little awkward for me. I feel,
Yeah. You know,
I feel a little awkward right now.
maybe not for King Awkward Cain, but hey.
Yeah. So I think I would be kind of away from the group, just praying.
For it to be over.
While all of that was going on, I think I would have just been on like the other side of the room by myself praying.
Sure.
Joel, would you still be praying?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like sometime, probably like an hour goes by. And Amdrus, you can be making your however long you think Amdrus would take to make each.
I mean, I'm a pirate, so I have proficiency in knots and
boat
like
thing.
rope making.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I would say it'd take me time, but it wouldn't take me a whole lot of time. But
Right.
I make like 4 or 5 foot sections of rope. It's like survival bracelets for everybody.
All right. Everyone can write a survival friendship bracelet in their inventory if you wish.
Love
And maybe like an hour or so goes by before you see a Ditherers kind of coming in, like someone walks in, she kind of walks over to, I mean, also Cain, because Cain, you decided to take a bed next to Valen, but kind of walks up to Valen and kind of in Elvish, which you can understand as much as you like to think, pretend that you don't. She just goes,
I understand, Elvish.
yeah, that's what I mean. As much as you pretend that you can't, you do. In Elvish, she just goes, Valen, we've been called to the Abbess's office. And you immediately see Valen just go, oh god. And he like kind of goes pale. And he just kind of goes, cool. And gets up and like follows her out. And you can see they are both like trying to clearly like calm themselves until they leave. Anything you guys are doing about that? Take that as a no.
Good luck, Valen. See you soon.
There you go.
I think he's hoping we're gonna like. sneak
Yeah,
out.
can I insight check?
Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
What are you insight checking? Like Valen?
Yeah. You said he seems shook, right?
Yeah, it kind of seems like He's a bit nervous.
Can I tell if it's from like being in trouble or if he got bad news?
Do you speak Elvish?
No,
No? Okay. Yeah, you can totally do this.
no. I speak halfling and orc.
Right. Couldn't
Oh,
quite-
that is a 2 + 1, 3.
Yeah, he just looks very, like, scared. So, you have no idea.
Before he leaves, I just want to hand him a survival friendship bracelet. Like, I don't know what's wrong, but here.
Amazing. As he kind of walks, he just kind of stops for a second and takes it and goes, thank you.
At least you
Amdrus."
need rope.
Right. He kind of gives you a nod and takes a breath and keeps on going. And you guys are kind of left in without any familiar faces in a place you don't know.
That's not
Or
true.
Coma.
I know Coma. Me and Coma are friends.
Right, right.
Mm.
My bad.
Mhm.
Not great
Mhm.
friends. Not yet. We got to work up to that. But
I spelt coma with a Q, by the way, just to make it complicated.
Alright, well,
I love that. Yes.
sure. I guess that's canon now.
Coma
Perfect.
with a Q.
Sorry.
Like Ashley with like Leigh at the end of it.
Oh my god. It was originally just spelled Koma, but sure, go off. Do whatever you want.
I
know
think
you
I want to
it.
go up to Jahol.
Yeah.
And I guess just like tap you on the shoulder or something and get your attention.
Yeah.
Hey, do you want to see if you can, like, if we can just step outside and maybe grab some fresh air? I don't want to go by myself.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, let's go. Let's have a look around.
And I guess we're gonna try seeing if we can get out of this place, just
Alright.
for some fresh air.
Sure. So you guys kind of get up and is it just you two or is everyone else? What are you guys doing?
I only went up to him, so I assumed it would just be both of us.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just curious. All right. Well, you guys kind of head out and kind of opening the door. You can see that there are like, you can see other like guards kind of patrolling this place, and they kind of see you, and you see as soon as you walk out, they like lock eyes with you guys and just watch. And they do not break eye contact with you guys. Like, they just watch you as you start leaving.
I
Like,
want
walking
to.
down the hall.
Well, like, are they like on across the hall,
Well, like,
like on the other side?
so as you open the door, there's like, it's like an L hallway. You can, like, head straight forward to the... I'm getting the map ready, but... and then there's, like, the, like, entrance where you guys came from, or there's, like, a place this way, and they're, like, walking down, and as you walk out, they, like, pass you and notice who you are, and then they stop, and they watch.
I think I just want to say it's like we just want to get some fresh air. Can we step outside for a little bit?
You can see that because there's two of them, and they kind of like look at each other, and they go, "As new recruits, I believe you have to stay within the premises."
Like
Okay, I mean, we're
Like-
not leaving the premise. we're
inside.
just-
Inside.
We can't just step outside for maybe like 5 minutes to grab some air.
We are. We kind of like look at each other. They go,
Is there somebody that could
Don't-
they could keep an eye on us? Like we're not gonna do anything, just taking a breather.
"Make a persuasion check."
Oh great. Let me find my stats. $17.
Okay. They kind of look and they go, "I guess that's maybe okay." And the other one goes, "Oh, if we get in trouble with the Abbess, we are going to be stuck in the mines." And he just goes, "Don't cause trouble." And
Thank
then,
you.
like, as you walk, they follow. but
The
they're
nine.
But
What are the mines?
do you ask that?
Yeah.
They look at you guys and just go, I'm sure eventually you'll get a full what's the word? Tour. But for now, you have to stick to your room, the entrance, and close by, as long as we don't get in trouble. Yeah, and oh gosh, I just realized there are tokens, and I don't want you guys to see the tokens. So we're gonna move. What?
You mentioned tokens.
Yeah, it's fine. So this is kind of, as it loads, this is kind of what you've seen so far.
Oh.
So
okay.
yeah, that's kind of the hallway, and then this is where you guys are staying. I probably should have just redrawn this map, but the room is a bit longer as it holds more beds than it shows. But I tried my best to show like where all the doors were and stuff.
So we're like in the hallway somewhere, like right here.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, you guys would have came into here and then went down here, and this is like the dojo place here, where she was.
That's where I was gonna say the Abbess of Stone was that, right?
Yeah, that's where you guys had seen her, and then as you guys came back and around the hallway, they went up like towards like the northern kind of hallway.
Mm-hmm.
How far back are the guards from us?
They're keeping like a 10-foot distance, but they're close, and they're keeping a very like an eye on you.
So if we were
Like 10,
whispering,
15.
they more than likely could hear us?
Who knows?
Okay. That's
I'll
fair.
certainly
That's
try.
fair. Yeah, I'm just gonna wait till we get to the entrance.
Sure. You guys kind of walk in through there, and you can see that the two monks that kind of seem to be like guarding the entrance kind of look at you guys and look confused, and then see like the guards come in, and they kind of just go, just shrug, and they just kind of watch you guys. And as you like head for the door, one of them goes to say, I don't think you're allowed out quite yet.
We asked the other guards, see if we can just take a 5-minute breather outside, just get some fresh air.
And they just like look at like this one guard, and he just goes, well, if we're watching them, I'm sure it's fine. I don't think they're gonna harm anyone. And like the monk just kind of looks back at you guys and goes, very well.
Do we have our weapons on us?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
you
want
guys
to
weren't,
just say, like, if it makes you feel better, and it's like I want to take off my whatever I have.
Good
I
question.
forget whichever weapons. But like, oh, my sickle, and I just want to like put it down on the ground as like, here, I won't have any weapons on me. I can't do anything.
And he'll like pick it up and like lean up against the wall, kind of bow, kind of a reassurance. And they kind of look at you, Joel, expecting you to do the same as your friend just did that. You don't. All
It's like,
no one's
damn.
touching my Bible basher. No, I'm good.
right, and they kind of
Your
watch
friend
and
just did-
yeah,
Dude,
they,
I'm a fucking cleric. I can shoot a fireball at your face. Like,
yeah.
and you're worried about my club? Come on now.
Well, they don't know that.
Well, I
But
was gonna say they may not know
Yeah.
that
They
you have
don't know.
magic. I mean, I have magical powers too.
yeah, and
It's
they
not
kind of like
that does anything.
they like knock on the door, and you can hear the like heavy footsteps of the guards that stand outside as they open the door. They let you out, and in Elvish, they just go, "Watch them." If you guys can understand Elvish, you can understand that. If not, well, you just hear them say something in Elvish, and they both nod. And you see the one guard. There was two guards that were patrolling. One like went back, and the other one is just gonna like follow you guys. So you have one person, and then whoever's outside as well watching. But you guys can step down those stairs and see this kind of natural amphitheater situation.
Okay.
What languages do you speak, Zephyr?
I speak Druidic, Common, Draconic, and I think Primordial. Primordial. There we go.
Okay, so I wonder if this guard, because I speak Primordial as well. So
That's gonna be.
I
So-
didn't think about that.
So primordial, there's 4 languages. There's like basically languages of air, earth, fire, and water. So primordial just means you know all of them.
Okay.
I know
So-
Celestial and I know Primordial. So do you think we would be able to have a conversation in Primordial?
Yeah, as long as you
Yeah.
guys pick the same like language. And I'm gonna ask what language out of the 4. There's like it's like Orin, Terra, Aqua, and I don't remember what the fire one is.
I think I would go with the
Fear.
fire one.
I would go with the
anyway.
fire one. I mean, I shoot fire out of my hands, so.
Yeah,
Okay.
so do I.
Okay. So you guys kind of speak, and it's for anyone that would be hearing that doesn't know this language. It's very weird hearing any type of primordial, because it sounds like
I wish I was there.
yeah.
I
It
speak primordial.
it sounds like the language is a lot of like mix between like airy syllables and then like cracks, kind of like wood breaking and fire. It's very weird to hear, but if you understand it, you understand it. And it's like the syllables and everything is like certain. Yeah. It's so as you
That's
see
cool.
speak it, like you immediately notice like the guard following you and goes, "What?" and then tries to like hold his composure as if he didn't just get totally thrown off guard as you guys started talking in a weird ass language.
I think the first thing I would
okay.
say to you, Zephyr, is, "Oh my god, I think we just joined the bad guys."
Yeah, I wanted to see what your thoughts are because this is not where I thought it was gonna go.
No, I think we're bad guys now.
You know if there's any way
Um,
we can somehow, because this is not what I envisioned.
I mean, we
I
we
wanted
didn't
to
want to be
figure out
in
more-
war.
I don't know. What do you think we should do?
At the moment, we have to play along.
Yes. She's not what
Um,
I thought. She's not what Larock said. So I'm frustrated. And I don't know.
I don't know either, but I don't have a good feeling about her.
Man, I wish this didn't happen.
But then on the flip side, like who she's battling is very awfully evil as well. So like maybe we just need to sit back and decide which of the evils is lesser.
Maybe we can help with some things, maybe not everything. Because I mean, I think we're fighting for the same goal, but our way of doing it is not the same way that she wants to.
Yeah, I worry what we dragged our friends into. I'm not sure.
Just watching
But
everyone
our
else's
only choice right
reactions.
now is to play along.
Yeah.
And maybe at
Maybe
the most
play on a
opportune time
down low.
we play smart and just run away. I mean,
If we can. We should probably stay on the down low for now.
yeah, and we need to talk to the others about this.
How? The reason why I pulled you out here is because we can talk without them understanding. We literally
we-
have guards on us, and our room is full of other people that I'm sure they're on the same side.
Well, we'll find a way, I hope.
You joined the army. What did you expect? Just-
Yeah, we didn't want to be in the war. We were trying to avoid the war. Now,
Maybe we
he
can-
walked right into it, and I love that
We-
for you guys.
I would
We
like to
signed
avoid
up
the
for the
war.
war.
Turns around, joins side.
Hi, join the water.
maybe we can try to tell them one-on-one and little by little, not in a group.
Yeah.
We can start with that team. I think they'll be the easiest.
I would like. Who all knows Primordial? I know at the end you're saying you do. Cain, Amdrus, do you also know? No, Amdrus, you do not. You just said you.
No, my elemental language is giant.
Right. So Atim, can you make a perception check for me? As they're like
I'm not with them,
walking.
though.
I know. They're walking around the building, and
Oh, we are?
I assumed.
I thought we could only stay in the front.
No, you were sent outside. I assume you were walking around. You were just
Oh,
being.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's kind of what I was thinking
watched.
too.
Yeah.
Oh, if I knew that, then I definitely would have stopped by the room.
Well, you guys would have
Kind of casually by the window.
Yeah. What'd you
By
get
the
there?
wall.
Atim?
Sorry. Perception?
Yeah.
We're rolling snaps dice. 11 plus 15.
15. You can catch just like little bits in here of like Primordial, and you recognize it because of how weird and distinct it is. That you're like, who is speaking that? And you look out the window, and you can just see Zephyr and Joel kind of walking around this. You kind of get a perimeter, and then it's like followed by like 3 guards.
Right.
But you can kind of like just see them kind of go by. You aren't really able to catch what they're talking about.
What
You
they're
can just
saying.
like you can catch it that they are talking
like
about
a-
something. And
There's a language I haven't heard in like forever,
Mhm.
other than me.
Yeah, exactly. You do get like a perimeter around, and for you guys, you can see that there's like this trail of like obviously people patrol around here, and you do pass people that do, and there seems to be like a back entrance, like stairs that lead up into another door, in the back, which is kind of right here, and then as you kind of round, there is like a short. Oh no, I think it's actually like a full walls, but there's no roof, and there seems to be some kind of garden, and that's kind of this. There's a gate that walks out, but you guys kind of get a perimeter of the place as you kind of get your fresh air and have your little conversation. This cat is demanding attention. I put him down, and he just walks back up.
If you just loved him, we wouldn't be having these problems.
I
So-
know.
How dare you not give them love?
Yeah, how dare I? Yeah, and as you guys kind of have this conversation, unless there's anything else you want to talk about, you can eventually make it back to your rounds.
Before we make it back where we're at this point, I just kind of want to ask, what do you think our next step should be? Like,
Still in
should we
Primordial.
try thinking ahead, or should we just play it by ear?
I think we should do whatever it takes not to piss her off at the moment. And just kind of
I'm
pay
pretty sure
attention.
I already did.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, but I think more than anything, we just kind of need to keep a watchful eye and decide if we really did make the right choice or not. Because we don't know. We could just be making a snap decision because she's kind of a bitch, but
I mean, if she just told me the information she knows, we wouldn't be in this state.
yeah, she didn't seem like she really knew much.
Well,
Like specifics, at least.
then Larock is playing us, or playing me pretty well.
Yeah, that is something. Because he did know stuff about me.
Maybe we should kind of keep an eye on Larock. Maybe he's got a different role being played in this that we actually don't see, and maybe she doesn't see either?
Maybe.
Are we about to make LaRock our Essek?
Stop.
How's that?
Stop.
And I love that. Penguin has no idea what that means, I don't think. It's a critical role. It's okay. One day, maybe.
I got high persuasion. Let's go.
Hey.
Now I want to know.
Just look up Critical Role Essek, and you'll
I mean,
learn all about it.
Oh, I see what you mean.
sorry, was there anything else?
No, I think that's it
No,
that
okay,
I had to
just-
say.
All right.
As a bard, I was wondering if I could put on a performance and maybe get the rest of the like barracks in on a song with me. We'll play some like sea shanties and like I got some drums.
Don't know if they're gonna know any sea shanties.
No, it's fine. It's
He's just
I'm-
playing them.
I'm just
Right.
gonna be
What
like
about Terra tunes?
Terra
No,
tunes.
What?
stop
I
it.
fucking
Get
hate
out.
you so much.
Um,
Terra tunes.
right. So make a performance check if you just start kind of playing. Again, like Coma and all of them just kind of watch you. Very like this is the weirdest person they could have
Here we go.
recruited.
+5. Here we go. 19.
19. All right. Yeah, and you kind of have this little sea shanty that you're going or whatever you want.
I'm like teaching Coma. I'm like, it's real easy, mate. Just follow my rhythm. Follow my rhythm. It's just like boom, 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 and you just keep going, and you just keep going.
And it takes a bit because they're all just kind of like, what the fuck is this guy doing? But eventually you do see some of them kind of bobbing along or tapping their feet or
I
whatever.
would
They
like
obviously,
to like call them out and be like, there you go. You got the rhythm. Now come on, sing with me. You don't have to have a voice. You don't have to carry a tune. Just the words, and just I want to get like the whole, as much of the barracks as I can on a 19 to start singing with me.
I will say, with a 19, you can get like a chunk of them. And at the
Take
end,
a chunk.
at the end, if you want, as you are probably very much know this song, you can also join in. That's up to you. And same with
I tell him, give me
Cain.
thunder noises. I need mood.
I will reluctantly give mood music to the background
Start
as
singing, and then
accompaniment.
I'm gonna put Cain on the drum and just like real easy, just like boom.
Sea shanties,
don't
so
just-
I'll make the sea sounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm like
Very
Cain,
much.
just keep hitting it in rhythm, just like that, and I'm gonna hand the drum off to Cain,
All
and then
right.
I'm gonna just start singing and bringing people along.
Dragging everyone into this. I love
Yeah.
that.
Kane's pretty okay at drums.
Oh, perfect. Yeah. I was gonna say I would need you to also. But yeah, you can kind of follow his beat that he was doing, and eventually, Joel and Zephyr, you guys are brought back in,
The
brought in,
sound of,
and
like-
as you're like going down, you can hear it already, like just coming out of this, like as you're walking down this hallway, you can hear clearly Amdrus singing, and
Yeah.
like the beat of the drum and everything. And there is a guard that like one of the ones that is patrolling, not the same one, as they kind of do their rounds, has like walked by and kind of just stopped and listened, and he's kind of like tapping and bobbing to it, and then notices you guys coming and then kind of snaps out of it and continues his patrol like he wasn't doing anything. And you guys can kind of walk into this Amdrus getting everyone hyped up for a sea shanty, none of them know.
Yeah, it's really easy. We just sing
Yeah,
like, yo ho, a pirate's life for me,
perfect.
and then just
Okay,
start
man.
going.
Yeah, and you guys are back in seeing this, and whether Amdrus stops or not when you see Zephyr or Joel open up the door and walk in, that's up to you.
Like beckon them. I'm like, because like I don't know, like I didn't get a good vibe off of her, but like these seem like decent people. They're just here to do their best. I'm just like, sing with us. We've started a whole thing, and just like just keep going it, like orchestrating these people.
Oh my God, orchestrating.
Work.
Yeah. Sometimes I can think of puns. Anyways, yes. You guys kind of come into this, and whether you'd get dragged in is kind of up to you guys. As you see this scene, and there's like a moment later as you continue trying to get Zephyr and Joel to join in, and the door opens again, and immediately, like everyone else, just stops.
Oh.
And like it's just you guys kind of still going, And Amdrus, you're just kind of strumming and singing, and you're kind of like, why is everyone stopping? And you turn, and you see Larocque is standing there.
And I look at him and just like, were we being too loud?
Come with me, all 5 of you.
Okay.
Hey, you want some wings?
Yes.
Not too bad.
That was such good timing.
That was perfect. That was perfect.
You just see the door open and like a servant yelling down, asking, asking your guys' order. And
That was great.
that was great timing. I assume you all follow.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's been probably like an hour and a half or so since you were sent in here, maybe 2 hours at the most.
That was a long song.
While we're
Well,
walking,
it was in the middle of everything.
can we like? I want to hang toward the back and try to get Ataim just to kind of tell him as much as I can about the conversation Zephyr and I just had. Quietly.
Make a stealth check. You don't have disadvantage because you're not like stealthing. It's just being quiet with your voice. So your armor like doesn't give you disadvantage or anything. But...
19.
Okay. Are you speaking just in common?
Well, I don't know if I would know if
You would.
Ataim. Yeah, I wouldn't know. So I think I would just whisper in common.
Okay.
Cool.
Just tell him that Zephyr and I were just having a conversation outside in Primordial. And just kind of recount everything that just happened and as quickly as I can.
Okay. And you guys are brought into kind of the entrance again. And you can see that Advaris and Valen are there as well. And as you guys are brought in, he looks at all of you and goes, well, the Abbess of Stone has some planning to do. And she requested that I show you around. So, that you guys know, looking at like one of the monks that like man the door, he goes, I've already been told that 2 of you got to walk around the outside, but you didn't cause anything, and the Abbess doesn't know, so that's fine. But come with me. And he basically follows you around, and he kind of goes down that original hallway again. Kind of like heading down this hallway. And he points at these 2 doors. Both lead into like a library, kind of researchy library room kind of thing. He points that these doors here, as you kind of continue to follow, the 2 doors there lead into... what's it called? Is it just... it's called the Sandstone Court, which is just like a open little long courtroom, and then the 2 doors on the other side kind of lead into it.
Can I open the door and like peek in?
Yeah. As you do, he just kind of lets you.
I just want it to be like a montage of like every time he says a room, I'm like opening it like.
Sure.
Of course.
Yeah, you kind of open it up, and it's just this massive long hallway that like is open to the sky. There's like these 4 statues.
Can we do that with the library too?
Yep. The only thing is this map isn't quite accurate. So as you kind of open it, it's more that it's in the original one. It's more like desks and like other stuff like that. This is more of like a library, so there would be like bookshelves and stuff like that. And there are monks in there that are like organizing books or taking notes. You're not really sure what they're doing. They're doing something. Monk stuff. And he kind of leads you, saying that this door here leads to some stairs that lead down to the mines below. He points that this place here, which I won't uncover because he will not let you open. So this door here is the Abbess of Stone's office, and if you go to open it, he immediately stops you.
What? I'm assuming she's busy. Busy woman, running a whole counter-war effort, so...
There's this.
Can I ask, what's in the mines? Because didn't he say that one direction was to the mines?
Yeah, there's like stairs that lead down to an area in the mines. He goes, we are mining tunnels for materials and other things below.
Like what kind of materials?
Like what kind of other things?
He just looks at you and goes, if you need to know, you will know. And he turns and he points at this door here, and says that...
Can I roll an inside check?
Yep.
I don't like his behavior.
I mean,
Okay,
I didn't
that's
like
not
him
gonna
to
be-
begin with.
Never mind, that's not gonna go anywhere, because I got 8. Probably not.
Okay. Yeah, you can't really tell other than that he's just not answering your questions. It could be that maybe he's hiding something, maybe he doesn't want to answer, maybe he doesn't have the answer. You don't know. He's just not answering you. Hard to read, that man. Still has his mask on, by the way. All of them, unless they're like in their rooms, keep like their like everything on. And he says, he kind of points to this door and says, this door leads into the distilling room. You are not, looking at Amdrus, you are not to go in there without permission. But so
This is
you
just
know
for,
what's
like a spot of liquor.
No. And then he like,
We nip.
no. And he just like walks down, and you see him kind of head down this hallway here. He kind of points out that like, well, like you know what this like leads to the dojo. I'll do it on here, and then kind of shows here. He completely ignores this door here. And then just shows down this hallway. There is just a door that leads out. And another door. Oops, that's the wrong thing. There we go. A door that leads outside, which you guys would have seen as you walked by. There was another stairs I forgot to mention. And it's just another door to the dojo. And with that, he kind of heads back, showing you kind of this end. I forgot, sorry. He does point out that down here is a gate that leads into the gardens. Again, not to go in there without permission. If you want to walk around, ask somebody.
Before we get to that, when he turns around, I want to kind of like... I guess I want to like knock on that one door that he just kind of ignores and like, what's in this door?
So you knock on it. As you do, make a Arcana check.
Arcana check?
An
No,
Arcana
shoot.
check.
I have -2 on that.
Oh god.
Love these.
Ooh.
Love that for you
8.
and me. Okay, you knock it, and there's like this weird... It just feels weird when you knock it. It's like, oh, that's a weird wood. He just says that none of your concern and keeps on walking. He doesn't even turn. And he heads kind of heading back. This time he heads through these doors. And he like opens it and lets Amdrus like, now you can go in. And lets
And
you
I-
kind of...
Gleefully take steps ahead of him.
There you go. I
And-
love that.
And then I'll hold the door open and be like, Larock, if you want to come to the next social mixer, you're more than welcome, friend. You hear the music, just show up. None of these
This-
pretenses of tourism.
Because this, like I said, is the Stanhope Court, and you see this like long, narrow court. It's like paved in like a red sandstone. You can see again those 4 statues, and then doors on the other side here. that just lead into the hallway next to the barracks, as well as 2 large doors that lead this way as well. You can see they're like kind of large and like fancy detailed or whatever. And he opens up them, leading you guys in, and it leads into this like massive room with like large stone pillars and like a huge set of stairs that lead down kind of in the like kind of the back end of it. Not quite the end, but and you can see that there is kind of a like stone slab, kind of like an altar-y podium section beyond the stairs, kind of at the back. As I will do this. Actually, I can just do the entire square here, because thick walls, so you know. And as he kind of leads you in, you see the other kind of like priest, druid person, kind of in that same clothing, the Zeneros, kind of cleaning around or like having other people clean and just kind of patrolling or watching. You're not really sure what he's doing, but as he leads you into it, he says, "This is the Shrine of Stone. This is where audience members are to be had when we have when we need it. If things are happening, we will be called here."
What was the room name?
The Shrine of Stone. And you see Zeneros up there kind of notice you goes in and goes, "Oh, Larok, good to see that you're the tour guide for the new recruits." And you can see that like behind his mask, he just like glares towards Zeneros and just ignores him. And you are led. He kind of points to the right door over here. Says that also heads down into the garden area. And then he leads you towards the right. And you see the stairs, and as he's walking by, he just briefly mentions that the stairs head down also to another section of the mines. And Zeneros kind of sneers and goes, "Oh, it's much more than that." And he just ignores him in his commentary. And he opens up this door, and it leads into like a little L hallway here. Into kind of another door, which leads in to the mess hall. And you kind of have made a full circle around, pretty much. And he basically says that this is the mess hall. Obviously, we eat here. You should know that. And he mentions that this door here leads to the kitchens, where the staff works. You don't need to go in there unless instructed to go ask for something or whatever you need. Otherwise, you wouldn't need to go in there. There's no need for you to be in there. And you can see that at this point in time, it's like mid-afternoon. You can smell food being cooked for like dinner and stuff. And you can hear beyond the door like clattering of pots and pans and sizzling of obviously food. And you can hear the wrestling of people in there. And then finally he brings you back through the bottom as you kind of have gone through this big circle. He mentions that this room here, because he kind of walked past them, is, again, in the map, it's just blank, but it's another room. It's another barracks. There's more beds in there. And then this room... Oh, wait. I lied. I had them switched in my head. That's why. That's the other barracks, hence the beds. The blank one is Xenoros's office. And where him, Larok, and Xenoros stay. So sorry, his and Xenoros's like place. So like the priest quarters or whatever. And then you're brought back, and he goes, until then, you have, of where I've seen, unless otherwise stated, you have free roam, under watch, of course. You are not to leave the premises. If you want to get some fresh air and walk around, that is fine. As long as you get permission, that is fine. And under watch. But you are not to leave the vicinity, the amphitheater. And he just goes, food will be in maybe a few hours, and training starts tomorrow.
I'm sorry, did you say training? Was the murder and ultimate death of several members of two different groups not enough to show you we know what we're doing?
The Abbess of Stone wants to see what you can do.
Is it gonna be early?
Yes.
But like early, or just like kind of early?
Daylight. First
Oh.
daylight. Make sure you sleep well. I know what you're like in the morning.
Ooh,
He never woke
shade.
me up.
No, you take forever in the morning. You get up. And get ready.
I'm gonna have to speak to shit. What was the female elf's name?
Adverus.
Adverus, yeah. Well, I'm gonna have to speak to Adverus. Clearly, some secrets can't be kept.
He kind of like gives you a look like he's confused, but he's just kind of like, okay, whatever. And he like kind of half bows, goes, welcome again and officially to the Black Earth Brigade. And he like walks into his office. So, what are you guys doing?
I really want to
I'm
see
just
what's in
gonna
those
go
mines.
straight to bed.
You know,
It's
all
like
of those places
3
that
o'clock.
he says
I don't
that
want to
you
talk to.
shouldn't
Wait,
go.
it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
No.
No,
PM.
no, in the afternoon.
In the
Oh,
afternoon.
okay.
I said it's like afternoon.
Like, no,
That's what I
Amdrus is like,
thought.
I'm
and-
not, I'm not taking any risks staying up with you, lad. I'll be up all night. I'm going to bed now.
Yeah,
I'll be asleep for the next
Don't miss
several
dinner.
hours.
Oh my goodness. I kind of want to talk to Xenoros.
Yeah, he's fucking creepy.
And it's up to you.
I really want to see what's in those mines.
And I apologize, I missed this detail. The doors that opened to the stairs were locked, and he had the key, and he had unlocked it and showed you. I apologize.
Which door? Which
Which
room?
stairs?
To these stairs here.
For
Oh.
the
Oh, the one that
mine.
leads to the mines.
Yeah, that leads to mines.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
That's
my dog
important
is
to know.
yelling at me, so I'm gonna go take him out and be asleep for the next several hours.
All right. Your Amdrus is actually going to bed in the middle of the day.
Well,
He's napping.
All right.
yeah. Call it an afternoon nap.
Maybe he'll wake
No.
up for dinner.
Yeah, no, definitely. All right, be right back.
Right, in a bit.
I think I want to. I'm gonna go over to Hole and see if he wants to come with me, and we can talk to Xenoros. So just going out our room to go to the office. So
All right. You're heading to the office, or where you last saw Xenoros? Because you saw Xenoros in.
I thought he said. I thought you said he went to his office. Or was that
Larok
Larok?
did. Larok did, yeah.
Larok.
Because yeah, their office is this one here. So Larok went here, and then Xenoros was in the shrine.
Oh, okay. I totally got that mixed. Yeah, well, I guess going back to where we last saw him.
All right, just you two.
Unless
you wanna
anybody else
come
wants to
along.
come.
As you guys have you guys all walked back into your thing and like into your room, and Amdrus like just passed out, flopped over, started snoring.
I'm assuming Amdrus did, since he's gone now. I can't really say,
Yeah.
but
That's
I'm
fine.
assuming he probably went to
I
bed. I
assume
didn't fully go
he
to the room. I just
went
like kind of
a
like was
nap.
outside and then wanted to go back.
Cain, that team, are you just staying in the room?
Well, I'm not invited, and they're getting awfully chummy, which
I
is
feel like
only extremely alerting because these two were the villains that betrayed the group. But
Oh my god.
no, you two go and enjoy yourselves talking to literally the creepiest guy you could have possibly picked. I'm
You
going to
pick him.
gossip with my new best friend.
to be fair, I think
Yeah,
they did
Kubo.
just invite you guys, but okay.
Maybe a team can
Yeah.
fill in Cain with what I told him
Yes,
somehow.
yes. Somehow.
Also, I don't know that.
No, you don't know that. Not yet, at least.
All right.
No, I'm staying with Cain
Okay.
for now.
All right.
The offer was there.
Literally
right.
the creepiest guy you could have picked.
Yeah, and you guys kind of head off as Cain and Etienne. You stay in the room, and you can see that there's still a number of people, and Advaris and Valen had like accompanied you guys through everything. Not really saying anything, just maybe as guards, or maybe they didn't really know it. You don't really know. But they have kind of also settled down in the bed, and you can see Cain as you like lay down in the bed you've chosen. Advaris just goes, "All right," and just like takes another bed.
Nice.
Wait, Advaris?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's
like
fine.
takes a bed across, and Valen just
Okay.
goes, "Well, now you know the place, kind of."
Oh, Valen's back. You know what that means? I can talk to Valen about what happened with whatever happened with him. Hey,
What?
buddy, you want to talk about it?
You ask him that, and he just kind of goes, "What?"
You got called to the principal's office.
The
I knew you
principal.
would say that.
He looks at you and just goes, "So you do speak Elvish?"
It's water under the bridge at this point.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. So you are
got
just being
called
an
to the
asshole.
principal's office. What's up with that?
Just goes, "So
All right,
you were
okay.
just
I'll
being an
say
asshole." Good to know.
you got called to the principal's office. What's up with that in Elvish?
Oh.
You say that, and he just goes, "Haha, very funny," in Elvish back to you. And he just goes, "Well, me and Avaris got promoted, I guess.
Oh, congratulations.
We
Wunderbar, but in Elvish.
But in
Alright.
Elvish.
All right. So he just goes, "So, that will be nice not to... It's getting a little crowded in this room."
If I may ask, what is the sort of ranking system here? Like where am I? Where were you? Where are you now? And where is that in relation to Larocque and the creepiest guy on campus?
I don't think Larocque is creepy.
No, the other creepy guy.
Oh, he's less creepy and just... No, he's creepy.
Yeah, you know who I'm talking about there,
Yes,
there,
that's-
Valen. Like,
That's...
you know,
Yes. Yeah, that is Priest Zeneros. He's a handful. He's a character, if you will. Essentially, though, ranking-wise, you are where me and Avaris were. And
Makes
the
sense.
others that, are no longer with us. Just looks at
rest
you.
our souls. My apologies. Here's a big misunderstanding that you guys continue to do.
All right. I really don't understand how you... It's fine. And then beyond that, there are the monks and the guards. Beyond that are the priests Above them are the Abbess. Above her, I do not know who it is, but second in command, I guess. And beyond that is our leader.
Cool. And so now you're a priest, a monk?
We are going to be, frontmen, I guess. The guards. You see heavy armor?
Ah, yes. The linebackers.
Or like frontliners, but yeah.
Yes.
I guess it kind of more goes guards and then monks, because monks typically defend while we get thrown out to the field, but hey.
Well, hopefully we get thrown out to the same field.
Possibly. I mean, I firsthand know your skills, so...
And Valen, you're a good guy. I don't care what anybody else says.
Who said I wasn't?
Listen.
He, looks at, Team and, Amdrus who's snoring already.
No, not them. Don't worry about them.
Okay.
They think you're cool, too.
Just kind of,
I
awkwardly
love
looks at
being
him.
the observant, and I'm just, just watching and just, what is happening here?
Me, but I don't want to say.
You do see Advira's kind of clear her throat in this awkward okay.
And Advaris, you're pretty alright too. You know, we didn't have that emotional bonding yet, but there's always time.
Well, all right. I will say, I am shocked that you didn't get punched by the Abbess.
I understand that there are certain formalities to go through. Don't worry though, Villain. There's still time.
To get punched?
To get punched, yeah.
Advara just kind of goes...
By the Abbess.
Yeah, Advara goes, oh, I, no offense, am betting on it.
Yeah, honestly, I'm going double or nothing on this one. What's the over under? I'll put gold on it. I don't care.
It's at this moment, Amdrus raises we betting?
Yeah, just
I heard
out of your dead sleep.
I heard bets.
Yeah,
What are we betting on?
We'll put over under. It's fine.
Yeah, well, we've kind of already started a bet on how fast the Abbess decides to break his nose.
Oh, give me.
Where's that? Where's that? Where's the
I was gonna say,
pool?
give me 3 silver on the underdog.
Oh, I'm going 15 gold. Are you kidding?
Oh, this man's got balls.
Yeah, you're gonna have to
And a
write
broken
this.
nose soon. But
So,
but I'm
wait,
good,
are
Aurora.
you
I'm
are you
good.
betting 15 gold that you will get punched?
Well, I mean, I would assume that I'm not going. Well, okay.
Yeah,
You
this
know,
feels like a
we'll
big
we'll
game.
we'll,
I
t-
was
we'll
gonna
talk
say,
we'll talk after this role playing session.
Okay, all right.
About the pool, because yeah, I do want gold on this.
Oh my god.
Just know that I am putting gold down.
All right, you can see that Coma pulls out like a hat basically, or a helmet, and just gives it to you to drop in. You can see there's a bunch of gold, silver and gold and copper in there.
Perfect.
He goes, Jesus, all right.
Coma.
Coma, 3 silver, mate. Thank
On
you.
him getting
Silver
punched.
knows what's
Okay.
up.
We'll figure it
No,
out.
whatever gets me the greatest spread, whatever the underdog is, that's what I want. That
All
he
right.
doesn't get hit. I got 3 silver. He doesn't get hit. I'm assuming
Yeah,
that's what everybody else is bidding against.
Pretty much. I think
Yeah, no.
you're the third person that has bid that he won't.
You know what? Make it 5 gold. Fuck it.
Jesus, you just start throwing gold, and they're like, "Shit, all right." Just kind of
Listen,
cool.
we're a big betting party here. But I think we're good, Aurora. If you want to
Vote
go
me
and
for
actually
president.
do
It's a
some
betting
plot,
party.
No, it's fine. I wanted to guys give you a moment, because with
thank you.
that,
I appreciate it.
as the clinking of the coins in this helmet gets tossed around and bets begin to be told, we're gonna head to our break. We're gonna have a, and then when we come back, we'll get to meet the creepiest man alive. Apparently, as
The
you guys
creepiest.
Yo, tell me I'm wrong. Anyway, I gotta go use a washroom, a little
Yes.
potty break, the little boys' room.
All right.
Emphasis on
Okay.
Well,
little.
that is what a
Okay.
break
Oh my
is for.
God.
So,
Wow.
if you guys all need to go to the bathroom, grab something to drink, grab something to eat, we will be back in like 10 minutes.
Food.
I don't know. It really depends on how much we decide to talk. Okay,
Yes.
we'll be back soon. Bye.
And I stand up.
And that's when I said, "That's not a bugbear. That's my wife."
Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Jesus Christ.
And we're back.
I hated it.
The iconic
Me
9.
too.
Classic
Oh
man.
gosh. Hello? There we go, cameras. What the heck? Welcome back, everybody. If you missed the first half... Oh, I just realized my music is still playing. Hold up. Bop. There we go. If you missed the first half, our wonderful adventurers have been brought to the Sacred Stone Monastery, met their leader of the place, the runner of the place, the Abbess of Stone, was a lot more hard-ass than some expected, apparently. And I love that. You guys were showed your room, you were showed around, and you were told that you kind of have the rest of the day within the confines of the place to do what you need. You can't go to the places that you weren't allowed to go. Food would be ready, and then in the morning, training would start. Whatever that means. So, with that, there was just betting that happened. So, Amdrus and Cain. I don't know if Athene you joined in. I don't remember if you said you did.
No, I didn't.
No.
I was chilling. I was just looking at 9 and the spectacle that was that.
Everything that just happened.
Everything that just happened. Yes. I
Yeah.
think though, I want to actually go to the library.
Oh. Okay. So you kind of get up and start walking off. Thank you, KP. Just singing in the comments there. Amdrus, are you also going to follow Joel and Zephyr? You're muted.
You're muted.
Thank you, I forgot.
Yeah.
After placing my bet, I will I'll look at Cain and be like, where did everybody go?
So at Taim's the library, Joel and Zephyr are talking to Creepsville McCreepy. Xenagos, that guy. And me, I'm double in or nothing. I say that she punches me in the nose, but I punch her back in the nose and live to tell the tale.
You say that, and immediately Coma just starts laughing and just goes, "Oh, you would not live to tell the tale. Let me tell you, she would break you in every which way."
Coma, what is in that helmet right now? I will raise it exactly that much.
Oh
my
no.
god.
You gotta-
Oh no.
Look, I haven't counted it yet. You're gonna have to give me some time.
For
You can't-
sure.
You
You
can't
tell me
fold
what
on
I'm good
this,
for.
9. You can't fold on this one.
I'm not folding. No, I only have one life and I'm using it.
YOLO. Amdrus, yeah?
I'll after that I'm just like, I'm gonna go with the creep. I'll be right back.
All right.
I'm making friends.
I've already made friends.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna, before I leave, I'm just like, later Coma, later Steve, early Mike,
Steve?
and Jackal.
Did you
Remember-
say early Mike?
Early Mike,
Just, that's
Coma,
not how you
Steve,
pronounce it.
early Mike, and Jackal.
Yep.
I will.
Want to know
I'll
what their
see you
real
later.
elven names are?
We're gonna practice your
The elven
singing.
name for Steve. Love
In
it.
we're gonna practice your singing tomorrow afternoon after lunch. Yeah.
Oh,
Cool.
No. You just like walk out. And you can like kind of run off and try to catch up with them. And a team, you kind of head off through the entrance and head towards the library, which has people there. And as you kind of walk in, a lot of them kind of just, there's always someone like watching to make sure you don't like take anything or you're not wrecking the books or disorganizing things, not being a menace, basically.
Right.
This is your first day. No one trusts any of you. Just putting it out there. And Zephyr and Joel, you guys are walking into, and you kind of open up the big doors into this massive room, and you can see that Zeneros is like talking to like 2 other of the monks, and a guard, and he's just kind of talking to them in Elvish, and kind of hears the door opens and finish what he's saying, and he turns to you, and as soon as he turns to you, he just grins as you walk up. It's just you two. Amdrus will come in a moment, because you guys got a head start. What do you guys do? As he dismisses the others, and you can see that the monks leave, and the heavily armored guard heads down the stairs.
Cool.
I guess.
We'll walk straight over to him.
approaching? Yeah.
He goes,
I kind of like when we approach and I see him grin, I kind of just want to do like a casual friendly wave back.
welcome, new blood.
Ew.
Oh,
What
this
can
is a
I-
person, I hate it.
Do for you.
And then I like awkwardly
haven't
put my
done yet
hand down
either.
after I hear that.
You can see him
After
just
he says
chuckle.
that, I have to roll.
Roll what?
Oh.
What are you rolling?
He's pretty hot, but I wouldn't fuck him.
Oh.
Oh no!
He is-
15. He's pretty hot, but I
He
wouldn't.
is
fuck him.
pretty attractive, but like the kind of creepiness to him definitely knocks him down a few. Yeah,
I
yeah.
forgot
Yeah,
about
I
that.
forgot about that
I
too.
also forgot.
Yeah.
What is
Wait,
it?
what
Is
is
it
the
a
roll for
higher
that?
number the more attractive, but it's
Yeah,
evens,
it's-
you'd fuck them,
You
odds
would-
you wouldn't?
yeah.
Yeah. Love
Oh
that.
no, got a nod.
Oh my gosh.
Only if you want to. Otherwise, that you can just decide. If no one knows what we're talking about, it's dumb little rule. It's like an attraction rule. I don't remember what it was called. It
was
was
a
on
TikTok
TikTok.
thing.
Yeah, it's
Just,
fine.
roll a d20.
Yeah, to see if someone's attractive or if you would sleep with them. But as he kind of says this, and you kind of like lower your hand as he says that, he kind of just chuckles. Just waits. for
Well,
a
I
response.
look over to Joel's like, and they kind of whisper, "Do you want to ask him
Sorry.
about the mine?"
No, I think you need to ask him what you want to ask him about.
I love this.
This is on you, girl.
I don't
The
even
two
know
new
what to
kids
say.
coming up to the hot weirdo.
I just want to casually ask, "How are you doing tonight or
No,
today?"
I love this.
You ask him how he is.
Yeah.
He just goes, "Well, it's always exciting when new people come. Always love breaking in the newbies.
Interesting.
And you?
Cool.
How did you like your tour guide?"
It was interesting. Actually, you made a comment about the mine. What goes on down there?
So much, my dear.
Like what?
Are you? I gotta ask this as like an out of character
Okay.
moment. Is Zephyr being genuine or trying to like be sneaky about how she's saying, or is she just being like the airhead she is, just being like, oh, like
I
what?
I think trying to okay. She would be trying to be the airhead that she is, but to be fair, she did hear like the comment that the guards made and things like that, so she's kind of trying to get intel on it.
Okay.
But yeah, so maybe it's a little bit of a performance, but I feel like it would be more like the airhead
Okay.
she is.
Sure. Just make a persuasion check.
All these freaking checks.
Yeah. Look, this isn't an avatar. I can make you make checks now. This is great. It was really hard me being like, I don't know what to do here.
Where is it? Persuasion?
Yeah.
Right. Okay, 15.
Okay. She just kind of looks at you and goes, well, we have wonderful workers down there doing what they were hired to do. And as well as some other little experiments of mine.
Oh, that sounds interesting. What kind of experiments do you do?
Well, I don't want to ruin the surprise. Hopefully you guys will be able to see it nice up close and personal soon.
That sounds a little like you're threatening us.
No.
I thought we were on
Oh.
the same team.
Oh, we are. I'm
I
not
don't think
threatening
that's a
you in any way.
threat.
Okay.
Listen to
then
your
I-
scaled friend. She seems to understand the.
Maybe not threat. Maybe it just sounded kind of fucking ominous. Maybe that's a better way
He
I should
just
have
kind
said
of
it.
he just kind of chuckles.
I'm just more curious
Cool,
with
cool.
a monastery like this, what purpose do you guys have for mining? You kind of seem like, I don't know, you don't really want to say.
Well, plenty. Whether it's getting ores for different things, or different things for other different things.
I mean, aren't we on the same side? Shouldn't we, know
Correct.
some stuff that you guys are doing? That way we have an idea of what's going on here.
Young one,
kind of just
this-
makes sense.
Young one, this is your first day. You'll learn in time.
And what do you think we're gonna do? I mean, we're joining, right? So not like we would do anything, I feel like.
Make a deception check. Cause there's scheming going on. So that is
18?
let me just
Hey, there's the roll.
roll against this. Alright.
I hope.
He just
He's
kind
like
of
last second turned over to 18.
he just kind of grins towards you. Just kind of goes, in due time.
I mean, do you want us to trust you?
Oh,
The more you dodge it, it kind of seems like maybe there's,
he
you
goes,
know,
see, here's the thing. I don't need to trust you. Or you don't need to trust me. We need to trust you, right? Unfortunately, you are in the middle of everything, so if you step out of line, then you have all of us to deal with. I don't think you're in the position,
exactly, I'm
much.
outnumbered, so
so perhaps...
doesn't seem like it's gonna do any harm.
All right. Sure.
Can I roll an insight check?
Yeah, you certainly can. At this point, Amdrus, you would be coming in. The doors open up. And he kind of looks over and goes, oh, the loud one.
I
prefer
am
That
so
is
happy
so
for Snap's
rude.
die. I love Snap's die.
Everyone
Nat
talk.
20.
Nat 20, okay.
And I don't know if I have a plus. No, I don't. So, not 20.
What are you trying to discern with your insight check?
I don't know, just to get like anything else. Oh, I was looking at the wrong thing. It would be 24. But I don't know, like obviously you can tell like he's avoiding it because he's being vague. So I guess I'm just trying to read him more if there's something underlying in his expressions.
I would say you're pretty confident that he has his own motives. Beyond that you discerned of just general of the place, he seems to feel like... I would say that he seems like you can tell that this guy seems like he's in a position of power where like you cannot touch him. So he is not going to give you anything, but he will toy with you for his own enjoyment.
I think I would say something along the lines to him. You're definitely not how the Rock described you on our journey here.
He goes, oh, I didn't think he would even mention me. I'm touched.
Yeah. Honestly, I mean, you seem a lot stronger. I just kind of expected a much weaker leader than you are, so it's kind of nice to see that the Black Earth Brigade is not all played by a bunch of weaklings.
I want to make this a deception, but you are trying to persuade him in his own ego, so make a persuasion check. And Amdrus, you're hearing this as you walk in.
18.
You sound super far away. Aurora.
Yeah, you did for a sec.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
your mic
it
will
happened
go in and
earlier
out.
too.
But it
I think he's
fixed
trying to
itself.
pick up something
alright.
else.
Oh, that's... Oh no. My OBS has been a bitch lately, so I apologize.
It sounds okay now.
Good.
Aurora,
Oh, I
we
guess
can go through
stream
sound
can't hear
settings.
you
God,
when
I
you
might-
cut out like that.
Yeah, I don't know
So-
why. Weird.
Yeah.
I turned myself way up, so now if I'm really loud, apologies.
You're good.
OBS has been a bitch and a half today. What didn't you hear? Did you hear?
Nothing. You started speaking after Coco, and I heard nothing.
Oh. Oh yes. Okay.
You
I
asked me to do a persuasion check, and I said 18, and that's
Right.
kind of where it ended.
Amdrus, I was saying, is you kind of came in on this conversation, and he had like the offhand remark that, oh, the loud one's here, but they kept on talking. What do you do?
I walk up and I'm like, I'll have you know, I'm the musical one. The loud one is in the other room. The cute one's in the library. The leader is standing here in front of you with the mace, and the glue that holds us all together is
The heart.
with the
Yeah,
scales.
yeah.
The heart is there with the scales. So
Okay,
if
we
you're
all,
going to address me accordingly, sir.
Wow.
Well, you sound pretty loud to me.
Okay, where's Captain Planet?
I mean, you have to play to the cheap seats. If you don't, what are you even doing in the business? Of course, you would know nothing about, entertaining and riling up a crowd. General.
I can tell
Leadership
you, I
skills.
know plenty about entertainment.
Are you
And
flirting with me? That's a natural 20.
Is that the hot or not check?
That's the hot or not
That
check.
means he's super
He
hot, and
flirt-
you would totally
he
fuck
flirted
him.
with me, and I was like,
Um,
because I'm kind of into this.
all right. This is becoming
Like I
a lot.
wasn't at first, but
Um,
like, what are you doing later?
Okay. Joel, with that 18, just okay. He just kind of looks at you and goes, "Well, unfortunately, LaRock isn't quite as good at this as I am. Hence why he was sent out on a hopeless mission. Surprised he came back with anything."
Like, he was never totally clear. What was his mission?
He kind of like looks at you and just goes, "Well, he was to set out and gain more influence, alliances. See, at the moment we are quite outnumbered of the kingdom. But what we lack in numbers, we definitely have in strength. And according to LaRock, you would all add to that, so..."
Cool.
I have jokes, so I'm gonna wait for the serious stuff to be over.
I have Joe.
How do you see our role in this?
I thought you were asking a technical question in D&D.
No, I was asking.
Oh my god.
Make another persuasion check. He kind of looks at you. Oh gosh, I did it twice in a row. Kind of just goes look at me, goes, "Well, that's what tomorrow is for. To see where you fit in. Whether you're going to be fodder in the front lines or more useful for us."
Well, interesting. Cool. So, can we go check out the mines now?
He just chuckles and goes, "I think you can wait at least a day."
I mean, but we have all this time. Why
Yeah,
not
I
kill a
mean-
little bit?
Two birds, one stone.
I
Well.
mean, it's like right around the corner, isn't it?
We're having a wonderful conversation, aren't we? That helps pass the time by.
Yeah, we can have a conversation going down towards mine. We can walk and talk.
He just looks at you all and goes, I don't think so.
I mean, what's the harm in it, though?
Now, Zephyr, the man said he's busy tonight. I suggest we respect his wishes. What were your plans this evening? Out of curiosity.
He looks at you. Are you trying to insinuate something here, or you just?
Yeah. I'm like, it wasn't working for me, but like, he he got a little weirdly flirty, and I was like, I'm into this.
So you kind of give him that look, and he just kind of looks
Yeah.
at you and goes, "Not you."
Oh, my heart, she breaks into 1,000 pieces.
Just for Celeste, I rolled a 19.
Nice, nice.
Oh my god,
That's funny.
almost there,
Almost.
almost there. Fuck. But he does think I'm hot. I'm just not bangable. I'm okay with that.
Yep.
Can I insight check him to see if he thinks I'm hot?
Sure.
Love
Why
this.
not? Why is this happening
let's
right now?
Because we're gonna be in this place for 4 weeks.
Right. Yeah.
That's a 12.
A 12.
Yeah, probably. Whatever.
I would say, yeah, you can't really tell. He's just, well, sure, Amdrus, you find very attractive. It is still off-putting, so you can't really tell too much.
I'm like,
Look too
I'm
past.
just gonna
too much
look at
past
him and be like, I'm a little scared of you, but also extremely turned on, and it's a lot of conflicting emotions for me at the moment. So I think you're right. It's best if we take things slow.
He's just hungry.
Yep, that's maybe you're just hungry. Is that what you just said? Eat a Snickers.
Yes. Should I you when you're hungry?
It's a lot of emotions because you're very attractive, and at the same time, I'm very scared. So if we should take things slow. You're right. No, this needs to be done correctly.
Just
A love like ours is not meant to be rushed.
Amdrus is just
I
like
I feel like I
monologuing.
started something with my roll earlier.
You
that
You
definitely
did.
You definitely
steamrolled this whole thing.
Um,
out
The
of
influence
control.
was there.
I'll say, Amdrus, as Amdrus is just doing this monologue, he's just ignoring it. And he just looks to you, Zephyr, and goes, "You're very curious. Anything else you would like to know?
Well,
Beyond the
I guess-
mines, of course."
I guess if you're not gonna take us to the mines, can maybe eventually. Can we try tomorrow?
Eventually tomorrow.
Make another persuasion check. Eventually tomorrow, yeah.
I love that.
Did persuasion?
Yeah.
That's okay. 16.
Okay.
Oh.
He looks at you and goes, "I'm sure eventually you'll get to see it." And he gives you this kind of sinister grin.
Ew,
Yeah, I'm just looking past it, like
creepy man.
pretending that it's not creepy.
Yeah, well, that's kind of him.
Oh,
I am wearing rose-tinted glasses, and I cannot see red flags.
Mhm.
And all he is a
Everything
red flag. Yeah. Sorry, Zephyr?
okay. I was gonna say, like, after that, after he makes like the face kind of looking through, I was like, oh, I did think of something from earlier. Yours and Laroc's exchange was interesting to say. What's that all about?
Yes, inquire deeper.
Just kind of looks at you and goes, "Laroc, well, he likes to think that he truly earned his position. I know differently. I am shocked he even made it back alive."
So you're using him?
Same.
Is he insinuating that he slept his way to the top?
Take it how you will. He just chuckles. He doesn't really answer. Just chuckles in your direction.
Is there anything that you can tell Zephyr about herself? Because, you know, Laura kind of made it seem like you guys knew something about them. Is there anything you can help them with?
He just kind of like laughs loudly at that and just looks at you and goes, "You're quite tall. You have red scales. Might be a dragonborn."
Yeah, that's Captain Obvious. Like,
Well, you asked to know something about her.
that we
That's
don't
not
already
knowing.
You really think that we know anything about you? You just showed up today.
know. I mean, he knew a lot about me.
Oh.
We got baited so hard.
As you say that, he like
No.
make an insight check.
Wait, quick question outside of the thing.
Yep.
Did you say if somebody was wearing druidic robe?
No. They're
Or is
wearing
that
robes.
know
There's
something?
monk-like robes, and then like
He
I
did,
thought-
Zeneros and Larok have robes.
he did say when he was talking about some of the people that were
Druid-like
in
people.
this, yes, inside the room that they are in now, but I don't think they're there anymore.
Never mind.
Yeah, there were
And
the
insight,
monk-like.
was that me you were asking
Yeah,
to do
or me.
insight?
Yes, Joe.
Okay.
I mean, Amdrus, if you want to as well, that's fine. You're monologuing. You're staring at him.
Then
I'd say
I'll-
with disadvantage
Oh,
because you have rose-colored glasses. You said that.
yeah. No, I did.
The casual music. I know.
Wow.
This is not
A
the
natural
vibe.
20 and a 17. So
Oh, sure.
18.
Okay. Joel, you wouldn't get this, Joelio. But Amdrus, as you're monologuing, you notice this as Joel says, "Well, they knew a lot about me." There's a glint, and like almost like something clicked, like, "Oh, I know who you are." Towards Joel, and he goes, "Well, if Larock knows plenty more about you, I guess that means we must have a conversation with him. Now, anything else? I do have to get back to my terribly busy day."
Is there at least somebody that could help me?
Are you asking him?
I came, yeah, to Zeneros. I came with the, I don't know what the right word is, but basically the
Intention.
knowledge. Oh, yeah. The intention that somebody knew something about me and who I am, which was more convincing for me to seek out your guys' help and help you along the way.
It's true. She stabbed us in the back for this.
And I look over at him, and it's just like, I like think about like just slapping him with my tail, but I don't.
You say this, and he
I
immediately
was like,
takes.
I didn't. Obviously, we're still all together.
Well, there was like a couple days we were fighting.
He just looks at you, Zephyr, and goes, "Noted. Someone has a fiery spirit."
Well, she's a dragon.
Have you not noticed? I
Yeah,
thought
it's
you were
like
very observant about what I am.
Are you pretty and dumb or just pretty?
I think you're reflecting there.
No. I know I'm dumb. There's no reflection. There's no reflection, mate.
I think what we're doing for is project.
I just the himbo in me sees the himbo in you.
Oh my god.
He looks at you and goes, "Right."
It's an
Um,
orcish term.
it's an orchestra. Yeah,
It's an orchid.
doesn't know it in Elvish. And he just goes, "Right. Well, I need to go. Don't go down in the mines now. You don't want to get in trouble."
No, I'm not looking to go down in the mines. Anyways, you keep playing coy, my little fish. I'll see you later.
And you see him just kind of walk down, like spin around and start walking down the stairs, like into the mines.
And I look Joel square in the eyes, and I'm like, I'm going to sleep with that man at least once.
Does
At
he close
least
the door
once.
behind him?
There is no door. It's just like big stairs that head down into
Oh,
into the ground.
I thought you
Like,
said
can-
there was like.
No, you can
Never mind.
see
There
it
are
on
two
the map.
entrances. Like there's an entrance with the door.
Yeah,
This
Oh,
is
that's
the
the one I was
entrance
thinking
that had
about.
like
This is,
so
yeah.
this I'm assuming is like kind of his like workshop lair area because it was like something extra in the mine is down
Yeah.
that way. But
Yeah, there's like so there's the locked doors that like head down that you were shown with the stairs, and then there's the big like quote unquote main stairs that head down to it where he went.
I guess after a moment of knowing that he went down the steps, I just turned to both of them and was like, well, that wasn't really much help.
No, not at all.
Not. I was hoping for a little bit more, but I guess we can.
I don't know.
And
he
then I
didn't
kinda
seem to know
whisper this
anything about
part.
me. Like he seemed surprised. That he didn't know anything.
Yeah. And then I whisper this part, is like, we should probably also fill in Amdrus since we have him over here.
Is there anybody else in the room right now, or is it just the three of us?
No.
I think it was just the three of us now. But I whisper it thinking about guards, like if they turn the corner or something.
Yeah, so maybe we'll take this time to kind of fill you in about our conversation out front.
I am simultaneously stunned and like Pikachu face.
Bryce Pikachu face, loves
You mean the bad guys were bad?
I roll my eyes and then walk out.
that. All right.
Like,
Look-
not even.
Not even explaining
not
what's
even-
happening.
Yep. No.
I a little guidance. I'm sitting here like a boat in the ocean with no wind to carry me in any direction. We need to pick a place and go because
That seems like I got wind.
Yeah. It's like a moment I'm in the library. I'm like, what?
this sailing back and forth thing is gonna end us up with us dehydrated and dead in the middle of nowhere. I feel like I lost the thread of this analogy.
Yep.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
did.
Sounds about right.
Yeah.
The winds of change came in and just whoop,
Yep.
got swept on by.
Well, we just need to be steadfast right now.
So
Pay
are
attention.
we killing everyone or
Oh no, I don't think
No, no, no.
that's not gonna work out at all. No.
We cannot do that.
we're
We
in the
are
middle.
totally outnumbered.
We're biding our time, and if it comes down to it, we'll do a caca, and we'll run. But
Currently, right now, down low investigating.
yeah,
It's kind of what
we
the
just
point of the
need-
conversation was, hoping we can get a little bit more insight.
double
just walk the
agents?
line. Yeah.
I understand.
Sure.
I mean, we could be wrong, and this could have been the right thing, and we could.
I mean, I've told you were
It's
wrong since this
possible.
all started, but sure, now we can decide we're wrong.
I would like all three of you to roll a stealth check, please and thank
God.
you. Joel, once again,
Whisper check.
this is a whisper check, so you don't have disadvantage because of your armor.
Okay. I got a 15.
18.
22.
Not bad. Good job, us. We know how to keep our voices down.
Yeah, I'm the loud one. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Glad he didn't come.
Me too, KB. Me too. And with that, we'll kind of swing over to the library. Rat team, you kind of walk in, and you can see that there's like a couple of these monks, kind of with tomes, kind of organizing and re-putting things. It's not like that big of a library. It's not like a massive
Right.
place, but they have a decent amount of books or tomes or whatever the fuck. And you see out on one end, like at one of the ends, there is like a podium, and there's like some kind of old tome that's kind of like just like on its own.
Just kind of like
Yeah, like
like
in-
the,
On a
like
pedestal.
like the
Like on a
flower
pedestal,
from
basically.
the Beauty and the Beast.
Right, yes, yeah. Like a little glass container over it and everything. Yeah, yeah.
Right. Perfect. Cool. Going straight for that.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Okay. You walk over it, and as soon as you walk up to it, do you try to touch it, or are you just looking?
I'm looking.
Okay, you kind of look at it, and you can see that it looks... There is no, like, title on it, but it does have a carving of that, like, triangle with the little, like, the symbol of the Black Earth Brigade, like, engraved in this kind of old leather-bound book. And as you kind of beelined right there, one of the other monks kind of just go, Please do not touch that. And like goes back to like putting books on the shelf.
I was like, no worries. Can I ask what it is?
It is a manifesto of sorts.
I see. I'll just like kind of make a note of it and I guess scan what little collection of
Okay.
books they have and I guess find something interesting. I don't know what they have, so.
Yeah, I mean, you can like kind of look around and you can kind of see there's a lot of like books and scrolls and everything of a like history and like you can see that there are also like loose papers that were written on that they're like trying to like bound in a book as well. You can kind of see like, again, it's not like a library, it's more like a collection,
Just
a small
important.
collection of things.
Yeah.
So there's not too much, but make an investigation check because that's fun.
Investigation. Oh, yay. Oh! I got a 19 plus 1. 20.
Oh, nice. I will say, as you're kind of skimming through a lot of the titles, one catches your eyes, and it's about.
Oh, your mic's doing that
No,
thing.
you lost it again.
Is it working now?
There.
Yeah.
I don't know why it keeps on doing that. It like will randomly cut out. How rude. So one book catches your eye as you're looking through them, and it catches your eye because it's not written in Common or Elvish. It's written in Terra, the primordial language of Earth. And you pluck it, and it's kind of like an older book, and you can see one of the monks just kind of watch you. They don't intervene, but they watch you kind of pick it up. And it seems like just kind of quickly flipping through it, or if you want to read it or whatever, you can kind of tell that it talks about the elemental plane of Earth.
Okay.
How much time do you want to spend? You can also look for other things if you'd like.
So Ataib is not the history type. He will
Right.
find like one thing that it looks interesting, and then that'll be his time that he spends. And then once
Right.
he's done, he's just on to the next thing. So he'll probably just spend all of however long it took for them to do that entire interaction. He'll
Okay.
just spend the time it takes to like read,
Sure.
go through this, because again, this is something that he hasn't really experienced seeing primordial language or written anything outside of being at home.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, so you can kind of spend some time kind of reading it, and you learn a bit about the plane of Earth and kind of like what it's described to be like, how there is no sky, but it's not like a underground tunnel. It's like if you look up, it's like you're looking at the ground. There's no like sky. It's like kind of this weird kind of plane. You do hear, it reads that there are old temples of elemental power throughout the material plane. And it talks about an old elven stronghold that is supposedly, I'll say it says it in like old, make a history check actually.
9.
Okay. You don't understand, like it the way it describes where it is, you don't recognize the names. So you think that, okay, they're like, you don't recognize any names like on this continent or any of the other ones. So you're assuming that it's like old names for them, but you're not really sure. But you do find out that there is some kind of long abandoned like elven temple or something deep underneath the earth. that has something, or that nurtures something called the Black Geode, which is supposedly like a direct connection to the elemental plane of Earth. And it reads about like this geode, this gains you the power, like that connects it, and like meditating around it allowed somebody named Marlos. It says that Marlos gained knowledge of the ever-growing mountain and how it shall retake the land as it was rightfully should have been. And that's kind of, it talks about this kind of great power you can gain from this thing. And I'll say within that last, like, I don't know, half hour of chatting, or hour or so that it was with them chatting, that's kind of what you can kind of read through and skim through. It's not a big book. It's like pretty small. And it seems like handwritten.
Okay.
I will also say at the end, at the edge of it, you do notice there are some loose, I wouldn't say loose, but like different paper. And being a sorcerer and being around magic and scrolls, you would immediately recognize that at the end of the book there is two, like, essentially like spell scrolls that are like attached to this thing. They're in the book though. Just putting that out there.
You can't like take them.
I mean, you could try, but I'm just letting you know,
No.
like, can't just be like, ooh, loot, and then like, you know.
No. Make a note of it. Reading about like some weird underground power called Black Geode. I think the only connection he would make would be the thing that was in the town. That would be like something that he would think about and be like, I wonder, and then kind of just continue on. But
so you kind of like put it back or whatever.
yeah,
Okay.
kind of put it back, and then you'll be like, all right.
I mean, do you want to look for anything else? Or are you just
Um,
gonna head back?
I'll probably scan, see if there's anything else
Okay.
in the area.
A lot of it is like the history of like Blooming Vale, and like there's some like books on like war tactics or battle stuff. Not sure how much would interest you. Not being much of a history person.
I
but-
guess anything elemental.
Yeah,
If
I would
there's something if there's something that deals with elves, maybe. But other than that, probably not.
Okay. Yeah, I would say there probably isn't much more on like elemental stuff. It's kind of like the only one they really have. And there would be some stuff on like the elves. You can read Elvish, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. So you could probably find books on like some like information or history about the elves of like the other continent, from a place like the elven capital called Malalamore, which is kind of where supposedly these elves are coming from and attacking from. So if you want, you're more than welcome to read stuff like that, and I can give you information. I won't spew it all unless you guys want me to on stream, because lore and history can kind of be boring for some people, so I don't want to take up all your time.
You're good. He'd probably like take a glance at it. I don't know how much he would actually
Okay.
kind of be into it, depending on what he found.
You probably can. A lot of it is probably kind of boring information, like the history books and kind of stuff. But you do
Yeah.
catch like that there's like a council of high elves, not high elves, a council of elves, like full-blooded elves, that live in this city that list a few names, and I would say that you would be able to notice a familiar name as Marlos, listed as one of the council members.
Okay.
Someone named Marlos Unreli. But other than that, it's probably just a lot of boring information. Up to you how much you would retain it.
Cool.
And yeah,
No, that'd be it.
yeah. Kind of
Probably just kind of.
head on back. Or are you gonna wander the halls a bit?
Nah.
Same with Same with Amdrus, Joel, and Zephyr. You guys have walked out. Are you guys going anywhere else? Or are you just heading back to your rooms?
I'll head back to the barracks.
Yeah, let's
Okay.
go see what
Lots
Cain's
of-
up to.
Creepy man floating through my head.
Right, yeah. As you guys kind of head back,
I know I shouldn't, but
I'll say, because at team you kind of read through the book and you were kind of skimming through some other stuff. You're probably not quite there. So everyone would get there before you, and you kind of get back and you just see Cain. What are you doing? Are you...
Oh, I'm trying to convince them that the odds are actually pretty good in my favor. So I'm arm wrestling whoever will arm wrestle me.
Oh my God.
And
Oh.
because like I want to convince them that yeah, I probably could take on Helen Ray if needed to. I'm not saying that I'm going to. I'm just saying that if it was necessary, I would be able to at least hold my own.
All right, you definitely... None of them believe you in any way.
Okay, well,
All of them are like, this is bullshit.
I'll arm wrestle every single one of them. I don't
Right.
care.
But like...
it feels like early college.
Yeah, it does.
I'll say that like you yeah, like a lot of them are just like, no, you're gonna get your ass handed. She's way too strong for you. Even like Valen and Ditherers are like, no, we've seen you fight, you're good, but you're not her level good. But I would like you to make an athletics check as everyone is coming in and you in the middle of arm wrestling somebody. And Team B would be very familiar with this mechanic.
Fuck. 21.
Yeah, I'm sure.
I'm dyslexic.
Right. So you guys kind of walk in as you're like, you've kind of been arm wrestling with, we'll say, just for the sake of ease, this is Coma, and you guys are arm wrestling, and like you were winning for a good little bit until he just got that last like second win, if you will, and is able to like just slam your fist down and just go, you can't even beat me. You're not.
I was waving to my friends. I'm sorry, I waved with my right hand.
Right. Okay. Sure. As you guys kind of all walk
Was
in.
too tight.
Just goes. I really hope you don't get your ass beaten, but I really would like to see it at the same time.
Well, I mean,
He's really good
I
at it.
hope that we don't get our ass beaten either. And I'm not saying that I'm going to go out looking for it. I'm just saying I could take it.
All right.
I can take it.
Valen just goes, I'm sure you could. Just pats you on the shoulder. Yeah. Everyone else kind of, you want to sit down and relax and, dream over your creepy boy, Amdrus.
Yes.
Probably about maybe another hour or so goes by, and at team you would kind of come back in the middle of that, and eventually you guys would hear bells ringing, and everyone else would be getting up and goes,
Hear the bells.
and you can see Valen looks at you, Cain, and goes, you might need some energy. Let's go get something to eat.
All right, let's say less, Valen.
I meant if you're going to fight. Never mind. He just
Yeah, no, I'm all about eating with friends. Where's the popular kids table?
You guys are all brought into the mess hall. There's like a bunch of people, and they're like, other than like when they're in the like barracks in their rooms, they're always like in uniform with their masks on. Fully armored up. So this is kind of where you see a lot of the people, and there is like a good mix of like elves, like I said, orcs and like half elves, and then the few like half
Oh,
orcs.
wearing their masks.
Yeah.
Such good citizens.
There you go. Learn from them. And
Learn from this.
yeah, and you guys have a full dinner. There are like quote unquote servants that come out and put on the food and kind of refill things. It's like a kind of like on Harry Potter when it's like just long tables of like a buffet style, and they're just like filling things up and like walking around and filling like mix of whether you want water or ale or wine. They'll give it to you.
Can I roll a perception check to see if Xenroth is having dinner with the rest of us?
Yes, you can.
Ooh, that's a natural one.
You look around and it's so busy you don't see him. You don't know if he's here, if you just missed him, or if he's eating in his room.
I like.
these
I like.
servants see?
I'll look around like, do you think they eat dinner separate or at a different time? The priests? No, nobody. Oh well.
Just asking nobody in general. What was that there, Coco?
Do the servants seem like oppressed, like they're like slaves, or are they just like that's their kind of job in this world?
Make a insight check.
18.
I would say that like they seem, I don't know. They seem like if you go in any restaurant with the cooks, like they're getting paid. This is their job. They may not think it's the happiest thing they're doing, but they're here and they're doing it. You can't really tell. Like they're not like, you know, there's no like
slaves to
chains on
capitalism.
them. They're not like being whipped to do things.
Right. That's more what I was worried about,
Yeah.
because you know, people in mines and you know suddenly servants show up, and I just
Right.
wanted to make sure it didn't seem like we were working for oppressors.
I would say like
Oh.
not necessarily, like full on slave work.
We're just working for bioterrorists. It's fine.
Bioterrors, love that. Yeah, you guys are able to eat dinner. Anything else you guys are doing? No.
I'm curious what tomorrow has to hold.
Yeah.
Mm.
All right. Well, with that, you guys can finish off eating, and eventually everyone starts filtering out, going to bed. You guys can eventually get a decent night's sleep. The beds aren't that comfortable, but they're doable. They work.
I slept on a ship for years. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, I
we've been
mean,
sleeping on the road. a lot,
most of
so
you
it's not
guys have probably been very used to worse, so you're pretty good. But again, it's not like super plush. There's not like super fluffy pillows and a big blanket. It's just kind of, you get kind of what you get. You guys, I don't think you guys need to, but you can hit a long rest. You guys have a night's rest, and in the morning you guys are woken up bright and early, with a kind of, the door opens up and there's like a booming rumbling that like you, even Amdrus, you wake up immediately from this. Like it shakes you awake. One of the it would be Larocque, I guess. That would be would just say, time to wake up, get ready. And he'll look at the 5 of you guys, as you guys are a little bit scattered about, and just goes, "The new recruits, please report to the dojo." And he leaves. And everyone else is already getting up and like putting on their armor and getting ready, and within like 10 minutes everyone is gone, including you guys. I assume you guys get up and put your armor on and get ready.
Yeah.
And you see all of them kind of in like a single file head out of the main building, like outside. And you guys were told to go to the dojo, so I assume you head over there. And as you walk in, you see the familiar, intimidating presence of the stone abbess, Helen Ray, in her exact same spot, standing tall, watching you guys walk in. And you can see that Zeneros and Larok are also there, like, flanking her. And she goes, right, well, upon talking to Larok here, and Zeneros after he conversed with some of you, as well as Velen and Advaris, I have determined we can do things 2 ways. I have a mission I can send you. It will be send you far away to go do something that I do not want to send trained troops that far away. Or you can stay here and I individually will test what you can do. And then from there we can see. And I'm feeling particularly nice, so you get to choose.
Aurora, how much gold was in Kumo's helmet?
I don't
it.
know.
Roll
Give me a
it.
second. I will.
Roll it, because this is my opportunity. This is my chance to shine.
You're 8
Oh
miles.
no! Oh my God! No!
There is-
Please don't ruin this.
It was a pot of 84 gold.
Oh gosh!
Oh.
All right.
Yeah, you're doubling that, Cain.
You're gonna double 84 gold?
Unfortunately, I've seen death once or twice. So I only have, if I were to count it out,
If you were to count it out, it's
I think it's like 35 gold. I don't know, man.
Well, you put in like 15.
Oh, I'll put in my entire life savings if I
Oh my
if
God.
I can throw down.
no.
But I'll leave the decision to the group, of course, because I know some of us are more combat inclined than others.
You're like
I look at
everyone.
literally everybody else because I'm not combat inclined. I get hit a
I
lot.
see. Okay.
I'm gonna look at the Abbess stone and be like, can you just give us 2 minutes to converse privately amongst ourselves?
Oh, you can do it right here, right now. I will give you 2 minutes. Starting now.
He's gonna fucking time us too.
All right,
Yep.
what's the
Huddle
plan?
up.
Do we want to just one-on-one this
Adventure
this
This-
character,
I'm-
or are we going on an
I'm-
adventure?
quest.
I'm here for quest.
I'm here for
been,
quest.
Yeah, same.
All right. Well,
See, it's
let's
funny
go
because
quest.
Cain, I was kind of with you. Like, I was kind of wanting to see what she had to offer, but I will gladly go with the rest of the group.
No,
I'm not
I've
gonna...
fought monks in my dreams and it's not fun.
There's been a couple, right?
You had
Yeah.
the same
weird.
dream.
I feel like I
I
had the
vaguely
same
remember something
dream.
too.
Oh yeah, Dick Puncher. Yeah.
There's a fucking halfling running around in our dreams.
Taunting
Guys,
all of
I
us.
think we're into
Uh,
something deeper. I think we're into something deeper.
Excuse
And I'm gonna
me,
stick
Lady
my-
Abbess of the Stone.
I'm not gonna stick my head up. Do you know any halflings?
Abyss of the stone.
Do you know
I'm
any
gonna
halflings?
Say,
I
we
would
need to
like
do
to
what's best for
I
the
would like to
Black Earth
fight
Brigade.
you regardless, but can we take the quest and I still get that one-on-one?
You're
know-
asking her?
Yeah, maybe
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
we'll take it
Make a
back.
persuasion check.
Sweet.
Ooh, do it.
I'm almost tempted to just make that pure charisma, but no. Make it persuasion.
21?
Okay.
Okay. She looks at you, and you see her very slightly smile. Like, it's very slight. Break from this, like, stoic face. And she goes, if you survive.
All right. Well, make that a when I survive, and Yeah, we'll just have a bout of fisticuffs. Where's this thingamadoo? Where's the
Yeah, is this
MacGuffin?
something that's important, like, is going to be helpful and beneficial to us as the Black Earth Brigade? Or are you just sending us off to die?
She looks at you and goes, and she doesn't even like, she almost like doesn't regard your question, and she just continues, and she just goes, we had a forward messenger meant to meet up with somebody, but we have not heard from them for a few days. If I can send you there, where we last heard he was, to figure out what happened, and you get back with accurate information without any, and I mean any, sense of scheming or betraying, and she definitely looks at each of you very intently. And she goes, then perhaps I can trust you to do more. Larock mentioned, and she stops on you, Zephyr. Goes, Larock mentioned you think that you can talk to the Feathergale Knights. I am curious to see what and how that would work.
I will do my best.
She goes, she kind of like slightly turns. She doesn't fully look at like Larock and Zenrock, who are kind of like flanking her but a bit behind. And she kind of looks towards Larock in that kind of half turn. And she goes, well, they seem pretty agreeable to me. And she looks to you guys and goes, the last we heard, our messenger had arrived in River Pass. And for the sake of ease, it will move you to the main screen where you see River Pass. Oh, gosh. So obviously your banner is where you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
And River Pass would be here.
Oh, cool.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Goes, head there, figure out what happened, head back. Do not cause any more trouble than needed. And just maybe, I'll actually believe you are part of this. And she looks at you, Cain, and goes, and I'll be here waiting, if you truly want to. And you can see that she kind of slightly flexes.
Oh yeah, all right, mommy. Let's not. I'm ready to go, but I just want you to know
Is Cain rolling? Is Cain rolling? Where's the roll? Where's the roll?
Yeah, where's the roll? Where's the
Cain, you
roll?
gotta roll.
Where's the roll, Cain?
I don't know. I don't know.
I already believe in my heart
Yeah,
that.
True,
need to
but we
roll.
want to see what the dice say.
Well, you
All
can just
right.
decide. If you're uncertain,
Yeah,
that's what the
You've
dice do.
decided, but
No,
we
the dice
still
have
wanna
to
roll.
decide.
Nine. She's mine. She's mine.
That's accurate. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
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 I would allow
by
for
the way,
that.
I rolled an 18 for hot or not.
Nice.
She's
That flex, I was like,
Hold on.
ooh.
I just want everyone to know that the first thing that I say as soon as we're like on our way is like, okay, guess who's
Cool.
Helen Ray's favorite? It's me.
Who's coming with us?
Is
I
it
doubt
just
we're
us on our
going-
own?
I think
I
it's just
doubt
us.
we're just going alone, right?
I'm sorry, I did not realize
No.
you needed a babysitter.
No, I just assumed we've
No.
had babysitters this whole time,
We-
so I assumed somebody
We
was coming
don't.
with us.
I think we can do it as a group, and we'll come back successfully.
You
I'll
betcha.
look at I'll look at the Abbess stone and be like, I'm a very big
No.
boy.
Oh God.
I can handle
Oh,
myself.
shit.
She just completely ignores that.
Literally under my breath, I'm like, oh God.
Okay. She just goes, I understand that some of you think that we are some all-knowing people, but we are at war, and you decided to join it. And that is what you're here to do. Any objections?
No, ma'am.
No.
Good. Get ready.
When
You
do we
leave
set
now.
out? Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
All right.
Let's
I'll
go.
go grab my things.
You should
And as you guys kind of scurry away,
Scurry.
Before I leave, I just want to look at Zena.
Zeneros?
Zeneros.
Zeneros.
I'm gonna be like-
Zeneros.
Yeah, Zeneros.
Yes, Ross.
I'm just gonna before I leave, I'm like, I'd be thinking of you, and just like walk out the door.
He just smirks at you as you keep on going. Not in a like and more like. Never mind. I'm not gonna
Right.
say that.
Like, right, yeah.
I was gonna say the things he
It's
could
a-
do,
it's a
but then I
check.
realized that sounds even worse. So, but
Okay.
as you scurry, I need everyone to roll a perception check, please.
Oh,
Ooh.
Oh.
Perception.
that's a
Rolling
fat
in.
4. I love that for me.
So
Ooh,
distracted.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Nat 20 plus whatever I have.
Plus 4. I have a
Shit.
24.
Dirty 20.
Plus
Dirty
4.
20.
That's a 6 total.
We were
So
very fucking perceptive as we left, apparently. Like,
I-
Yeah.
I got eyes only
actually
for-
perceptive.
I have- Guys, only for
Actual
Zeneros.
20. Actual nat
Nice.
20.
3
Yeah.
nat 20s?
3 nat 20s!
Yeah, I got nat 20.
Okay.
Yeah, what the fuck is up?
Thank
So
you, Snap.
everyone,
dirty?
Thank
So
you,
Yes,
Snap.
everyone-
Thank you, Snap.
everyone but Amdrus. Amdrus, you're so focused on the hotness that
get-
is that
yeah.
room.
There's Too many hot people in the room.
The
I
bi
can't
panics going.
focus.
The
and-
Titanic, am I
Yeah, and all of you are able to hear, maybe because he says it a little too loudly and rushed as you guys scurry off. And he goes, you hear Larock go, "Are you sure? Now? They've just been here for less than a day." And you hear Helen Ray go, "If they don't die, then they're useful." And that's kind of the last thing you guys hear as you head through and head to your whatever it is, your room, and grab your shit. And it's a little early, but it's like 3 hours. I feel like that's a good place to end it. We didn't really get into combat. I'm kind of upset. I kind of wanted Helleran
I'm
to
sorry.
fuck you guys up. But that's okay.
Trying
We
not
were a
to
little
cause
more
scene.
submissive and breedable for this episode. Sorry.
Perfect. That
Look,
was beautiful.
I-
Ooh, what an ending.
I was expecting you guys to come in here and be like,
Wow.
we need to scheme and we need to plan how to kill everyone. And instead, it's
You
like,
already
we need
know.
to scheme and plan how we're going to fuck everyone because that's how
what
this
you're-
happens.
If it's what you're expecting, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, honestly,
yeah.
especially with this team. Anyways, so
I
thank
just want,
you.
I want to like whisper to Cain and be like, "Do you think Zeneros is gonna think of me while we're gone?"
Oh my god.
Honestly, probably. He's looks like he's a thinking guy.
That makes me feel better. Thank you, Cain.
You're very
That
welcome.
makes me feel-
Oh my god. Well, with that, thank you all for joining for the final episode back, or the first episode back.
Final
Final
episode.
episode. Final episode. And we're
episode
done.
back. We're
Um,
done.
you all were done.
I meant to say finally we're back and the first episode back. After such a long break. I'm very excited to see where this goes. I'm surprised that you guys like Helen Ray as much as you do. I figured you just would all hate her so much.
I
Um,
hate her, but
do
you
hate her.
know,
She's a great
I'm
kid.
trying not to
Well,
cause more
as
problems.
you do.
Trying not to die today.
I guess I
Fair.
got
Yeah,
a
we
thing
were
for
just trying
Cruella
not to
de Vil.
die.
Love that.
I have to live to see the mine first.
Well,
And
maybe
I
one day.
think honestly
Zeneris
we have
said-
some time now to decide.
Eventually.
I mean, we don't have to go back to her.
Not
We
right
don't have
away.
a babysitter. Exactly.
That's
You
why I
think?
didn't. That's why I didn't want Amdrus to bring it up.
But we will be back hopefully next Monday, maybe Tuesday. That might be changing. We'll talk about that. Just because scheduling and shit. So if you are not already in my Discord, be there because that's how I give all my announcements about shit. Just a thought.
I don't even think I'm in your Discord.
I don't think you are, but that's fine. I can tell you in
I'm
the
in this
D&D
one.
Discord. That's
I'm
what
in
matters.
this
But because we haven't been able to do it for a while, Cain,
Yay!
can you bring us out,
Yes.
please?
Once reaching the sanctuary, the team finds themselves at the dojo. There's no stress in this dojo, thank goodness. But the stress of importance and friendship is what we truly found. That's right, both Cain, Amdrus, as well as those are the two people that found friends this time around. And maybe the decisions that were made previously were not the best decisions made, but only time will tell. Join our team next week as they venture towards River Pass. I just looked at the map and said to myself, none of those sound very familiar, but that one does.
River Pass is where you're going.
That is where we're
Correct.
going. That was correct. Yes.
I was right.
Amazing.
I love to
Join us
do
next
I love
week
to
as
announce.
we pass over the river.
There you go. That's literally
boy.
why it's named River Pass, because it has the bridge. Look at you.
like
Understanding how
villain.
things are named.
Villain
Yes,
and
I'm-
adversary.
Yep.
Jesus Christ, that's not literally at all what I was going for. Anyways, until next time.
I don't know. We had Shade.
I need
Burrow,
a
where it
nap.
was a very shady
Bye.
river
Yes,
pass.
I
Where there's a
know.
pass over the river.
It's fine.
Bye.
Bye.